Away.
In 3, 2,
What?
1. Hello! Welcome to an Ask Me Anything. Let's see what shows up in chat, and let's see if Time Warner Internet works today. Let's also move the camera over, so we have...
I know. Okay.
Who are you?
Who am I? You
Who are
forgot
you?
who I am.
This is Erica. Wave hello. And
I'm
this
back
here...
from my tropical island.
And this here is the guy that payroll forgot to give a raise to. Because my payroll company sucks.
Documentation.
Okay. Let's see if we get any questions here. So it looks like Time Warner is working. Questions are showing up. I'm going to zoom in because I'm getting old. My vision is not good. Oh shit, it's not letting me zoom in. Ah, there we go. It's just very slow. Why are the people in your Discord so mean? There's 15,000 people there. Don't ask me to take accountability for all of them. That's not possible. Thoughts on modern ThinkPads? Good, bad, or ugly? I don't think they're moving in the right direction, but I've been very iffy of that ever since the 430, since the 440 series. That's when I realized they really lost. Since they really lost their way. 1 second, let me lower that so it doesn't deafen me again. What is your favorite candy? Do I have a favorite candy? I don't think I eat candy.
Chocolate?
No.
No, not at all. I love chocolate.
I like burritos. Is burrito
Dark chocolate's
candy?
good. C's candy's good.
I really enjoy burritos.
Crunch bars are good.
I think burritos are
good.
lovely, lovely.
Kit Kats are good.
Just put this thing on a little lower. This thing's freaking making me deaf.
Oh! Hey, your fume extractor's
I don't need
sinking
this.
off into the abyss somewhere.
That's fine. Merxia Kokan funded
Thank
2
you.
euros. Thank you. I'm learning the difference. This is an Honorio live stream, Ryan. How are you this Saturday? I'm doing well this Saturday. Thank you, Rivu. KFC or Popeyes? They're both trash.
Oh, thank you. Here you go.
Why, thank you very much.
Poland Spring.
Are you hiring part-time at your new store? We are currently looking to hire a what is it called? Design build. We're looking to hire a full-time design build contracting company that will build a nice store without bankrupting me. If you have any suggestions, email architect@rossmanngroup.com.
Are you hiring part-time at your new store?
I'm hiring a design build contractor. It is a full-time position for a month or two. I wish I had some experience in computer repair, the ability to try it out. Fortunately, I don't want to break my laptop. Most people don't. They just simply purchase Apple products and it happens for them.
What? I still have it, you know. I still have my Apple product. And she needs a new battery, I know.
You're going to get
after 7 long years.
You're going to get one of the batteries I would have shipped to the r/Apple people.
What? You
Nothing.
mean it works flawlessly?
Hello from California. Hello. Greetings from Germany. Thank you. When will we get another drunken repair video? Says Kevin for $10. Thank you. Probably not for a long time. I don't drink. Actually, the last time I remember drinking in the last year and a half, the only time I remember drinking was going out with Eli the computer guy last weekend. We had a fun conversation, and I drank. Also, this stream is brought to you by Eli the computer guy and his lovely kosher dill pickles. There's a little sign over here. We get pickles are yummy. They're a tasty treat. I pucker my lips when a pickle I eat. Some pickles are big and some pickles are small. Long pickles, short pickles, I'll eat them all. Come be my friend. I'll share a pickle with you. Thank you very much for that kind message and your beautiful dill pickles. Hi is drinking dill pickles. Ask Alan if he knows an architect. You know, Alan actually got back to me this morning with a bunch of information on a lead on getting an architect. Apple Smart Toilet, where would they screw up? How would Apple screw up a toilet? Would it beep? Would it have no backlight? Would it send 52 volts to the CPU? Would you ever want to have kids long term? If so, would you move elsewhere if the office was self-sufficient? You only had to come in a few days a week. I definitely want to have kids at some point.
I think kids are long term. I don't think you have short term kids. You can't go ahead and just be like, you know,
what is a short-term kid? Is it like a
I don't know. I think you have the kid and then just
Is this your
disappears or
wife?
something.
This is not my wife. Apple Smart Toilet, where would they screw up?
You know what? I just
This
think
is
that
Oreo's
people,
wife.
I think people would just try to repair their own toilets, right? You would just get a plunger, but I wonder if you use a plunger on an Apple Smart toilet, like would it say, unauthorized tool or something?
Why is Hi Hi
like-
not
It
moderating
just
the
shut
chat?
off.
Because Hi Hi's union.
Let's see.
What are your hobbies outside of the YouTube world? Work? High-end audio? Listening to Tori Amos? Riding my bike? Making my bike faster? What's with all that mic static?
I think that's a fume extractor.
That's the fume extractor, most likely. Either that,
The one that was shh.
or this has a... Does it fuck up if I do this?
Huh?
No, not the fume. I think it's this piece of shit. Oh, well, we'll see.
It's okay.
How satisfying is it to know that you're an influential figure to a wide range of people? It's very strange. I never thought more than 200 or 300 people would watch this channel. So it's definitely not something that I was expecting. Who is she? This is Oreo's wife. Here is some Greenies money for Clinton. Thank you for the
thank you.
€2 from Rufus Kahn.
It wouldn't.
Would you consider butt cake to be a baby shower?
Don't answer that question.
That kind of is. Actually, no, it's not, because if you do that, then you'll never make the baby, therefore they can't be a baby shower.
I will refrain
When is
from
Erica
saying-
going to repair another Apple? Hers beeps.
It doesn't beep. You did a wonderful job.
I
of
really
fixing
enjoy
it.
the real estate videos and seeing all the BS you have to go through in order to make this happen. It's an entirely new area of learning for a lot of us. Thank you, Adam Baldwin. I appreciate that. Adam Baldwin's been a long-time viewer who I hope at some point quits his job and starts a real company. Because he would probably kick my ass if he moved to New York and started his own repair shop. I just bought a 2019 MacBook Pro for my girlfriend to start graduate school despite your recommendations. I'm not proud of it. Roast me.
You must love her a lot. What? What's gonna happen when my MacBook dies, huh?
I'm going to get you a ThinkPad. I'm going to put OS 10
I thought
on
I
it.
could get the 2019 MacBook Pro.
No, no,
What?
no, no,
Why not?
no,
Why?
no.
Okay, I get the 2020 when it comes out.
I'll get the 2020 Cindy. Antonio Ruiz Oliva says, teeny tiny contribution for the wedding. Hi from Canary Islands. By the way, since you don't
Ooh.
want the 30-meter telescope in Hawaii, we'll take it.
Please take
30-meter
it.
telescope.
Yeah, it's
What's up with that? I have no idea.
I'll show you a documentary about it later.
Alan at Metro is going to hit 20,000 subs in a week. It took me 3.5 years to get there. That's awesome. Old people smell, says Rafflecopter 100. I've had that experience, but I've also had the experience of young people smelling as well. Thanks for the soldering
people
advice and tooling advice. Came in handy over the past 2 years. Thank you very much to
Aw.
Gordon McPherson for the 40 pounds. Thank you. Make the Rossmann Foundation for abused MacBooks.
So you're trying to find them new homes too, right?
I abuse the MacBook.
You abuse it.
I abuse
What
the
kind of
Mac.
foundation is that? That sounds more like a terrible
That's the Rossmann
society.
group where we rip off JTAG connectors.
Oh, God.
I just bought a 2019 MacBook Pro for my girlfriend to start graduate school despite your recommendations. I'm not proud of it, roast me.
Not gonna
I don't have a
roast you.
rose prepared. I'd be more concerned... What is she going to graduate school for? If you get a question in all caps, will the question get... Oh, that's hi. I should be ignoring him. Buy a cheese grater instead. You know what I'm curious about is, would the real Mac Pro work like a cheese grater, or would the cheese break off inside if I were to grate cheese on it? And if the cheese breaks off inside, I'm curious how many pounds of cheese are required to kill a Mac Pro. Yeah, Alan's kicking ass. He's doing a video every single day. I'm really proud of him. He's doing a good job. Why stay in New York? Because the customer... I answer this question like literally once every 5 seconds. All the customers are here. I built up a business here. I'm at the top of Google for most search terms related to what I do here. I have a client base here. If I move somewhere else, you start from scratch. So you have to weigh how much New York sucks based on starting from scratch somewhere else. And again, it's tempting. It's just starting from scratch somewhere else would suck. Teeny tiny contribution. Oh, I read that one already.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's the thing. You know, also all the employees. I mean, you have to understand that when you build a business, it's not just your website or your reputation. It's also the human capital that you've built at your business. You know, Paul has been here for 2.5 years. Steve has been here for Almost 7 years now. Yeah, Steve's almost been here for 7 years, and he's gone from being a low-level salesperson to doing data recoveries on drives that at the level of drive savers and above. He's fucking awesome. I'm not going to give that up just because somebody thinks I should move somewhere else. And, you know, again, if time comes to it's not worth it, I'll leave. But right now, we're not here. There's too much human capital I'd be giving up. Make the Rossmann Foundation for Abused MacBooks. I abuse the MacBooks.
Oh.
You watched the Joker movie? No. Hello,
No.
Piernoff. I want to start doing what you do. Where do I begin? You begin by finding broken stuff and figuring out how to make it work. That's far too open-ended a question. If you ask an ridiculously open-ended question, I give you a ridiculously open-ended answer. Find broken stuff that people are willing to pay to have fixed, figure it out, and run.
I think it's repeat.
Do you need help for your Magento shop? You know, I hired somebody to redo 3 websites for me, and it cost about $18,000 for 3 websites a year ago.
Mm-hmm.
I'm still waiting for my Magento store to be done. David, if you're watching, yeah, Magento is a fucking nightmare, apparently. What new services can you offer customers in a new store that you can't offer now? I don't know, there's a lot of shit that we just don't do because we don't have time for it, because the thing is, you have to do the things that are most profitable. Good to see you both. How'd you find Alan the Broker? I honestly don't remember. I asked him how I originally reached out to him, and he doesn't remember either. So now we're getting to the point where there's so many questions that I kind of have to start talking much faster so that I can read all of them. So, it says, so one of the questions here, what was the question I was answering before that happened? Do you remember?
No, I don't.
Ah, son of a bitch. Oh, well. Man, I forgot the question.
I forgot.
And I can't rewind because then I'm going to fall off the treadmill.
Oh, wait, hold on.
Will you do a video on rent stabilization and the new rules that just don't allow landlords to recoup costs past a lifetime total of 83 for capital improvements and any renovations? No, I'm not going to do that. And let me tell you why, MBS Frenchie. So, when The Gothamist and DNA Info and all those outlets were posting all this anti-landlord stuff, talking about, you know, how they're purposely trying to keep New York empty and they're purposely trying to raise prices, I actually reached out to a bunch of institutional landlords and property managers, as well as I went to several of their offices, and I said, it seems like a lot of the mainstream media and most people during this kind of socialist wave are trying to paint landlords as the enemy. I would like to hear your side of the story because I don't think your side of the story is being told. I literally just answered that question. I'm sorry. I appreciate the $1.99, but rewind about 90 seconds. And I said, I would like to get your story. I want to get your side of the story. I'm not going to edit it. I'm not going to chop it up. I'm not going to ask you gotcha questions. And it's going to be a nice 40-minute to hour-long conversation, and I'll air it on a YouTube channel with 500,000 subscribers. I contacted about 20 or 40 institutional landlords, small-time landlords that just own a couple of buildings, and management companies. Not a single one got back to me. And I said, okay, here's your side of the story on a friendly platform. I'm not going to edit you. I'm just curious why things are the way they are. Tell me, are they all right? Again, because right now all we have are the other people's word that you're evil. Tell me what's going on. None of them got back to me. So if they're not willing to take the time to give their side of the story, then I don't care to hear their side of the story at some point. I actually put a lot of effort into that. About a year and a half ago, I put a lot of effort into trying to make that happen. I thought it would be a cool little series, and it never came. You know, and here the thing is, people assume the worst because they don't know the other side of the story. But if you don't want to tell the other side of the story, then at some point you're going to be responsible for what people think of you. How bad is your margin being squeezed in New York City? Not bad. That's the thing. I think the margin in New York City is actually better than it would be elsewhere. You have to pay your employees a bit more. You have to pay a bit more in rent. But the amount of money that you can make additional here in contrast to anywhere else is what makes New York special. The one thing that makes New York special is that you can, if you have a good idea and you have an idea that you think will serve that a lot of people, something that a lot of people need, you can make it work here in a way that you can't make it work in many places where there's lower concentrations of people, lower concentrations of wealth, and it's just more difficult to get things done. The rest of New York is trash, but that one aspect is something I'll give it. Bashir Al-Assam funded €1. Thank you. What smartphone do you use? I use an LG G8, but only because I got it used for $300 because it has a scratch on it. What new services can you... Oh, this is the question I didn't answer. What new services can you offer customers in your store that you don't offer now? It's not even so much new services. It's just I wouldn't have to say no to as many things. I have to say no to anything that's not maximum profit margin, because if I have this small space, that whatever we can do with our capabilities in that space to make the maximum amount of money, I need to do. I can't take on other stuff Because if I take on a job that has, let's say, a $50 to $100 profit margin, then that means that I'm pushing out a $200 profit margin job because I can't fit more people in here. So there's a lot of things that, if I had to buy an Apple product for development, what would you buy? I would buy a ThinkPad P50 from Lenovo. But anyway, so what I would do... What?
That's not an Apple product.
It's the best answer I can give to the question, girl.
But they want to know what Apple product they would buy.
I think they're unaware of the channel that they're on. Okay, you answer the question. If you had to buy an Apple product for development.
I would buy anything that the Genius recommended me to buy, which would probably be the most expensive thing out there. What? I can't go wrong, right? If I listen to the Genius, right?
Eat the pickles. When do you change place? When I sign a lease and I get everything else. So yeah, the thing is, for example, like we don't fix phones that don't turn on unless it's for data recovery. And if you have, let's say, an older phone like an iPhone 7 or something and it's not turning on, even if it's something we can do, we don't do it. Why? Because that time and that space is needed to do data recovery. I can either do data recoveries that are $300 to $650 or this basic little phone not turning on thing. I can't take that job in because I don't have space to fit another person to do the job that pays less. And I cannot take that job that pays less because the shelves are overflowing with jobs that pay more. So there's many more little things that we'd be able to do that we could stop sending away if we had the space to actually take it on that we don't have space to take on because the space is 650 fucking square feet. I use an LG G8. And to the person who asked, why am I re-answering the question? Because sometimes it pops up on the screen twice. Ask YouTube and Streamlabs why that's the case. Can we place a pulse oximeter or electronic BP cuff on Lewis when she says she'll buy an Apple product? I'd love to see his heart rate skip a beat or his blood pressure skyrocket. You can probably see it in my forehead. This little vein pops out every time she mentions Apple. You taught me the most important thing I've learned in EE undergrad. You can never have too much flux. Thank you for your education. Thank you for the $4.99, Logan Wood. Let's see. I probably missed. Yeah, I'm behind by 5 minutes in the left chat. Did you consider a pass-through shelf in your new location? I have it. Paul wants a wall to be there because he doesn't want to listen to customers. For all the things I say about me being antisocial, the only person I've met that is more antisocial when it comes to customers than me has been Paul. So I was thinking about the architect quote, and it sounds like a price for an Apple store. Yep, and that's why I'm not using that architect. I'm going for a design build company. Thank you for being so open about everything. Thank you for the 20 secs. Paul and Zaomao. I don't have enough money to open my own store. No, you don't have enough money to open your own store if you do it properly. You don't have enough money to open your own store if you do it with that architect. You have enough money to open your own store if you don't care as much. You have to lower your standards for what you're open to start with. I'm pretty sure that you've got it. Because the thing is, I don't know your bank account, but I know your skill set. And knowing your skill set and your intelligence, I know that you have the capability to get a store that may not be the nicest shit in the world, but you can get something going. I believe that. I am also the person who used the AOC's Uneducated Whole account for the previous donation. I love your channel. May the PP bus be present and the designs for Apple be worse every year. Easy money. Sao, 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 sao. Her bird is named Sao Sao.
S-A-U, though.
And Oreo's about to eat him.
What? No.
You like Oreo.
I do like Oreo. I love him a lot.
Why are you depriving Oreo of food?
He has so many cans of wellness right now.
But it's not the same.
You know
as
what
a live
happens when you
Sao
have
Sao.
subscribe and save and you order too much and you forget to cancel it? You just have like a whole pallet
Rescue My
full.
Tech for £2. What is the ticketing system you use in store? I use Repair Shopper because Troy is typically responsive to me bothering him about the stuff that I want in the software. But yeah, for envious Frenchie, that question about the landlord thing, I would. You know, a lot of people say that landlords purposely leave their spaces vacant because they're just waiting for some international person that's looking to hide their money by investing it in New York real estate due to low interest rates elsewhere to purchase it and just leave it empty. And you know, I contacted like 40 management companies, landlords. I wanted to have them on. I showed up at their offices. I introduced myself. Nothing. So here's the thing. I'm not going to say that landlords are 100% evil in every instance, but if they're not willing to make themselves heard on a channel where they're not going to be edited, where they're not going to be asked bullshit questions with an agenda, fuck them. Is the lease with the lawyer? Alan would know. The person that was supposed to write up my lease was busy, so they have somebody else writing it up right now. It's a pain in the ass, Hamza. Oh. Daniel Eden funded 50 asses. Thank you. Or is that ass 0? I
think
bought
that's
some flux
Australian dollars, right?
from your shop. It took 3 months to come because USPS International Australia is pathetic. You gave me a full
Aw.
refund, so here's the money back. Thanks for the Apple hate comment loving your channel. Thank you, Daniel Eden, and I'm sorry that Australian Post Office as well as the United States Post Office sucks. We've really been strongly considering getting rid of it, and a lot of people have said, I wouldn't buy from you if it cost DHL internationally, but the thing is, so many fucking packages get lost. What is that thing?
I don't know.
That I've just, it's like a good 30% of my international packages that are first class mail get lost, so I've just debated just saying fuck it and just getting rid of it. But, thank you very much. Logan, you've taught me the most important life lessons I've ever learned in the undergrad. If you, an idiot, can repair Macbook PCBs, I can solder a proto board, and you can never have too much flux. Thank you for your educational content. That's one of the things that I try to do here. You know, people, if I come off, here's the thing: the dumber I come off, and you realize that somebody who is as stupid as I am can do this, I want you to be inspired and look at the screen and go, "Wow, this moron can do it. If this moron can do it, then maybe I can too. Maybe you don't have to be amazing." Rent stabilized is a separate subset of buildings with more laws and rules. My family has some in the shit I've seen. I literally had a tenant to threaten to burn down the building after they hit the ceiling themselves and dropped a piece on their head. I mean, I'm sure there are horror stories like that. I really am. It's just, if the institutional landlords do not want to speak to anybody about any of the things that are being said when there are legitimate questions, then if people start assuming the worst, there is some responsibility on them for that. I love Clinton, says Booney for $1.
By the way, is anyone looking at the Oreo stream on his live random channel?
Oreo.
I have no idea if the cats are even on the stream right now.
If any of you want to buy Oreo, we're going to have a listing once I get an auction going, once I get a Magento plugin.
You know
that allows
what?
auctions.
You know who's going to win the auction? You are.
No.
Yes.
No. I'm not paying for that cat.
Huh?
He's your cat.
He's my cat.
Your cat.
So he's a gift to me that I'm keeping at your place.
No. Ever think about doing non-Apple board repair? Yes, that's the other thing. I really don't have any space for it. Again, I need to be able to work on the things that we are most efficient at, that we are most profitable at, because I have 650 square feet of space that already has 13 people. I can't fit another person here. Eric is sitting on a folding chair.
I am.
Also known in this store as a ladder. Sure. Is the lease with the lawyer? I don't think it is there yet. I think their lawyer is going back and forth with my lawyer before they finally get a lease. Bashir gave you €1. Thank you.
Look at that. What laptop would you suggest I buy for the holidays coming up? Well, if it's for a female, you should definitely buy the newest MacBook that came out. It's the gift that keeps on giving. Yeah, he killed the stream. I don't know why.
Thank you, Logan.
Well, think about it, right? I mean, your Christmas present can be a MacBook, and then your New Year's present or your Valentine's Day present can be a MacBook repair. You know, she might
So you
spill
plan
water on it.
So break your girlfriend's MacBook is what you're
No,
suggesting.
she might break it herself.
Or her boyfriend might break it for her, which is an excellent suggestion.
Yeah. I mean,
Don't you have a holiday coming up?
Huh? So
I got a Halloween present in mind for your girl.
a Halloween present?
Yeah,
Is
it's
it a
gonna be great.
MacBook?
It has the word MacBook in it.
I'm excited.
Why not move into the new store without construction? Because that's not an upgrade. Fuck that. I've been in the if I'm not going to do things right, I might as well just stay here. There's no point. Recently had a tenant remove screws to their refrigerator, then claim it was broken, reattached the screws, they bent the hinge on the door, breaking it, fixed it, explained it was physical damage, and they broke it completely and called New York City to complain. Yeah, the thing is, your tenant sounds like a cunt, and there are a lot of tenants who are cunts. Unfortunately, there are lots of landlords who are cunts. And As I said, I realize the media tends to be one-sided when it comes to landlord and tenant issues. It's just when I tried to have actual conversations with landlords, I got nowhere. How did you both meet? Best explained by Erica.
What? No, let's explain by you.
I said I was single in a video, and then Erica emailed me.
What?
And she had a MacBook that occasionally beeped. Living and working within New York City is hell on earth. I know, I got out when the time was right for me. Yep, it sure is, GeoSam. Somebody gets it. Greets from Germany. Strong fan base over here. Keep it up. What would be your best advice for new entrepreneurs? Don't try to do things perfectly. Hint, Adam Baldwin. Don't try to do things perfectly. In the beginning, just figure out what is not being done as well as it could be done. Can you offer it? And can you offer it without all the fluff? And if you can, go for it. She is only after you for your MacBook skills. Run. You have a beautiful young lady there and you're working on a Saturday. What is her background/career and from New York?
I'm a
Erica
cat
has
servant.
a degree in international business.
What?
You have a degree in international business.
Yeah.
She's an international businesswoman.
What?
Want some official Tesla decals for your e-bikes?
I have an English major too, but you probably can't tell.
That would trigger Paul, yes. Get me, I would actually like a Tesla decal to put on Paul's chair. With 1 million YouTube subs around the corner, any special plans to celebrate? I plan on inviting Cindy to a large party.
Okay, I got a funny story to tell you guys, okay?
I live in small town Ohio. The space owners finished the property to your specs. Their cost for a 5-year lease. You're tempting me, Daniel Starr. You're tempting me. Thank you for the $10 to Pelota and Daniel. Okay, now we have about 3 pending questions that are going to beep up. So if you're going to tell your story, you'll need to tell it at 30 words a second.
Okay, so one of the reasons why I'm here, on such short notice is I thought he was going to hit his 1 million subscriber, but he didn't. So I'm here and he's at what? I forgot how many subscribers you are, but I'm celebrating a milestone, which is just being with him.
And I'll be selling a milestone of 1 million.
What?
With a non-Mac user.
Whatever.
Girl, if you want his hand, you must first ask Clinton.
If I want his hand. His hand in what? What? Oh my goodness.
Drone.
It's a drone. It's followed us
Drone.
from his apartment.
Is this an Apple drone?
Is this a Copaz drone?
I love Oreo.
I love
for
Oreo
$2.
too. I hope Oreo shows up in the Oreo stream. I know he was there earlier today.
I broke the rotor on mine trying to bomb Oreo with it yesterday.
This one came with extra rotors. I already broke one though.
Oh gosh, this is like the most annoying mosquito ever.
I love that little drug. What would you say is Apple's biggest issue in general? I think right now their biggest issue is that they don't innovate anymore. They have a sense of taste. They really do have a sense of... Your shop goes up #1 for many Google searches besides being obviously good at what you do, which strategies tools to use to kickstart your business online presence. Really showing up on Google, honestly. I just made a website that catered to what people were interested in, not hearing like, I'm certified with 20 years experience. I made it a website that catered to the anxieties of my customers. I think I used to post on different ads for all the different services, on not one ad for that said all services, but a very specific ad for a very specific service. And I go through Craigslist, Backpage, Kijiji, New York, OLX, and some other classifiedads.com, and so on and so forth. When is the AMA with Alan planned? When I sign a lease, and not a penny sooner. Moment sooner. But the biggest, Apple has a good sense of taste. So this, take something like the iPhone SE. They're the only company that realizes that I can't use a phone that is the size of a television. They're the only company that realizes that I would like a phone that actually fits in my hand. As somebody who's 5'6", I can't work with a 6.5-inch phone and have it feel comfortable to me. It doesn't fit right. I always it's so many things you don't get to have fun with when you're 5'6", It's kind of like going to Six Flags as a third grader, like all the rides. It's kind of the same thing with Tinder and Bubble. Like all the rides say, you know, under this tall, you cannot be admitted. Want some official Tesla decals for your e-bikes? No, but I'd love a Tesla decal for Paul's chair. Absolutely. We have to get Paul a bunch of decals for his chair and his desk with Tesla logos because Paul loves Teslas. I bid for Oreo, 20. My aunt has a lonely cat I call Richard because he's a rainbow that bites randomly. He's a fuck that bites randomly is what that means. 1 minute, he lets you pet him, and then he snaps.
Oh, no.
He likes to turn into Mr. Clinton at night, and you find him at 5 a.m. making noises, having his fun doll.
Oh.
Do you think Razer makes good laptops? Fuck no, I don't. Razer is the Apple of the PC world. Razer is as close as you can get to buying a MacBook, but buying a machine that natively runs Windows out of the box. And they also have that thing when you purchase it, it says, you know, welcome to the cult of Razer. It's like, motherfucker, it's not a cult, it's a PC brand. Like, what are you, Apple? Not only they're
Church
really,
of Apple.
They're trying really hard to copy the worst elements of Apple. No thank you. No Razer. Fuck Razer. Buy Oreo a one-fast cat training wheel. Perhaps. The other problem with Razer, what do you think of Razer, Paul?
It's a cult. It's terrible.
Yeah, and the
Oh
thing
my
is, it's not like it
goodness.
has this ultimate sense of durability that others do, that they don't.
No.
They have the same shit where the boards randomly die that is present on certain Apple products, and they give you the same shit support that you would expect at a Genius bar.
We worked
Oreo
on one of them. I wasn't impressed with the build quality at all.
You did scratch into it, not a Mac. I thought that was funny.
Should we show the stream
Oreo
this?
should be called MacBook instead.
What
You
does
know,
it say here about
Oreo was
Tesla?
nuzzling my
What
MacBook.
I would say is you can tell.
I always knew I loved that
You
cat.
can tell a lot about the integrity of a tech channel when they're sponsored by Razer. Okay, next. What you lose in your height, I'm sure you make up for in your wallet. Perhaps. I'm not feeling that way since I got the architect quote, but yeah. After having some problems with Linus Tech Tip sponsors products, I could only think to myself Linus is no Louise Rossmann. Louise Rossmann.
Is that your sister?
You know, that's probably closer to the spelling of my name than the architect got to the address of this building. Can you believe that fucking architect got the building, not just this building address wrong, but the building address of the place we're moving to?
Are you sure that he typed it up, or did he outsource it to someone?
For $38,000, he should.
I think he outsourced it.
For $38,000, he should have written the entire thing.
He thought you would
In
just
a
go ahead
font
and
that
look
he
at the
made.
price and say, okay, sure, I'll pay for it.
Girl, if you want his hand, you must first ask Clinton.
Clinton will only give me one answer. How long? What is generally a good laptop brand for gaming? I don't know.
Sounds like a shot at Linus. What do you mean? There's dozens upon dozens of channels talking about how Razer is the best laptop on earth.
I never even heard of Razer. I know Razer makes mices. That's about it. What? It's true.
Mices is not a plural, girl.
A mouse. They make computer.
Eat a
mouse.
pickle.
What? I don't want to have a pickle.
Wait, you have a pickle. Eli,
I don't want an Eli pickle.
Eli sent us a pickle.
Huh?
Have an Eli pickle.
I'll have one later.
With some Eli salt.
How's that? You know what? Does Eli want me to send him a pound of Hawaiian
We have to
salt?
find his address so that we can send him a bunch of Hawaiian
You know,
salt.
I did go ahead and did see that he did not give out his mailing address, so we can't bombard him with a bunch of salt, sadly.
That would have been fun.
It would have been, right? It would have been the pickle salt war.
Bury his
Bury him
house
in
in salt. What's the drawing behind you? Somebody drew this of Orhan. This is a very, very bad depiction of one of our employees after, I believe, I forget, I think he got his green card. Yeah, so we celebrated Orhan.
He definitely
getting his
doesn't have a
green card.
toupee. Okay.
Here's some sex for you. Thank you for the entertaining and educational content. Thank you for your sex, Eber.
Lewis, you want to send this to Eli?
Yes, I just need to find out where.
Look, it's
Where do we
Superior
send it?
Crystal.
We are going to send Eli all the salt.
We need to send him pallets of salt.
How about Samsung Book S? I have not tried those, so I'm not sure. What surface mount iron would you recommend? I like the... If you don't care about spending a lot of money, the FM203 or the FX951 with the 2027 and the 2032 from HAKKO. And I have the tips I recommend below. If you are on a serious budget, I would get the TS100. Not the TS80, that USB stuff. You wind up losing a bit on the power because it can't do genuine 20 volts out on certain chargers. But I like the TS100. Buy that with an external battery that'll put out 20 volts and you're good. Or just use a laptop charger with it. I rescued an orange cat that was hit in the head really hard. The poor cat is missing teeth from that. How long is Anel in the hospital? Anel got out of the hospital 1 or 2 days ago. He's at home. And he's recovering. I hope he makes a full recovery. I got 5 on it for the functional crackhead, Mr. Clinton. Thank you for what you do. Thank you, Chris.
Hey, do you want to share the story of how you got Oreo?
No.
Why not?
I want to forget how I got Oreo.
Okay.
I want some alcohol.
You want some alcohol?
I want to forget Oreo.
Why do you want to forget Oreo? It was a very heartwarming story about how he got Oreo.
It is not heartwarming. He's
It
a
is
trick,
heartwarming.
and he's a shyster.
Shyster.
No, I don't have one, Adam. I turned my MacBook into a space heater. It worked for a year, and now it's not working. Can you fix my space heater? I don't have a fit. Run Prime 95 and fur mark on it. Smartphones are all the same these days. What do you think of something smartphones need to do better, to be innovative in such a saturated industry? I don't think you got to innovate that much. Just make something that fits in my fucking hand. Like, Sony was very close with the Xperia Compact, and I was so excited for the new version, and then when they didn't announce it, I realized it wasn't coming. And then they released it, but they only released it in Japan, and it's locked to certain Japanese carriers. It's absolute horseshit. Christopher Kelly, for $4.99. Will you be proposing marriage to Paul when you reach 1 million subscribers? What about Kopaz? I'm probably going to be proposing marriage to Hi.
What?
You never saw it coming.
What?
Nothing.
Tech Levster donated £2. Thank you. Do you repair $1,000 Apple monitor stands? No, but I will dip it in pickles if I get enough pickles. I'm curious to see what happens if I put a bunch of pickles on an Apple stand. Stop talking about Oreo as a piece of crap. I am getting really annoyed by it.
Exactly.
Fuck you and your $5.49. Next.
You know what?
Hi,
To be
F.
honest with you, Oreo is the only cat that snuggles up next to him, besides Blackberry.
With a poopy ass.
Huh?
I've been cleaning his ass for 3 years. You're the reason
He only
I'm
has
pursuing a
dingleberries.
degree in electrical engineering from my dream university. Wanted to thank you for showing me that I enjoy learning about this crazy industry. I wish you the best. Thank you very much to Spencer Shackleton for your $20. I was dreaming when I wrote this. Forgive me if it goes astray, but when I woke up this morning, could have sworn it was Judgment Day. That rhymes, and it reminds me of this pickle thing that I have over here.
Oh, gosh.
Pickles are yummy, they're a tasty
It says
treat.
love note.
I pucker my
You got a
lips
love
when
letter.
a pickle I eat. Some pickles are big and some pickles are small. Long pickles, short pickles, I'll eat them all. Come be my friend. I'll share a pickle with you. I love my pickles. I'm so excited that I have my pickles. I love my pickles. Is Paul really a flat earther? Paul is not a flat earther, Courtney. Erica made me watch a video earlier today from a flat earther, though. It was painful. I would have rather eaten a pickle. Fuck you, Lewis. And fuck you, too. Oreo, Oreo, Oreo. Oreo's a nice little kitty. The problem is that he doesn't clean his ass.
It's actually Blackberry who snuggles next. So.
Why did Adam get timed out? I like Adam. Don't time out Adam. Adam's a good dude. I've tried for 2 years. I've tried everything I can to get him to try and clean his ass. If I see that Blackberry or Clinton are cleaning their ass, I'll actually take Oreo, pick him up, bring him to Blackberry and Clinton, pet them like this, and go pet. And then I'll say, look, Oreo, they're being good. And then I'll give him a treat. I tried getting cat wipes. I tried getting separate litter boxes. He doesn't want to clean his ass. And it's bothersome.
Actually, he cleaned his ass on camera yesterday. If you watched the Oreo stream yesterday,
Because
it
he
was
was
a
on
historic
camera.
moment, National Geographic worthy.
He did it because he
cleaned
knows
his
he was
butt.
being watched.
He cleaned
girl.
his butt in front of, I think it was something like over 100 people.
I rescued an orange cat that was hit on the head really hard. The poor cat is missing teeth from that. How long is Anel in the hospital? I think that's awesome that you rescued a little kitty. And if you were here in person, I would give you a fresh dill pickle. Anel got out of the hospital. I'm very happy that he was able to get out of the hospital. And I think that is... yeah, I'm happy because he could have got really, really hurt very, very badly. I mean, he could have been far worse off, so... Are there any universal screens or components for building stuff from scratch? Have you ever tried building your own stuff? Build your own iPhone kits. Build your own phone kits. No, I've never tried some, and I don't think there's no standard to that I know of. To my knowledge, which is very, very limited. I'm not a very smart person. No. Trust Trump. I do not trust Trump for two reasons. A, he is a politician. B, he works in New York City real estate. You should not trust anybody who is a politician. You should not trust anybody who works in New York City commercial real estate. He is both. So that's double dipping right there. For your information, Lewis said he is jealous of Paul's plush and he wants one as well. I like Paul's plushie.
You want me to
Also,
give you
Erica, this is something that I've been wanting for you to explain
What?
for a long time.
What?
And many viewers have the same question.
Okay.
So this is the lovely plushie that you got
Aw.
us. Thank you very much for
Standing
getting us this
Mochi
beautiful
Shiba.
plushie. I think this is an absolutely lovely plushie.
Look how
Beautiful.
cute he is.
Now, here's my question for you. Why
Okay.
does this plushie have an X on his butt?
Okay, so...
What is this?
Okay, so...
What is that?
Japanese plush makers, they think it's super cute to put a little butthole here. And I don't see the charm of it, but some people think it's super adorable to see a little asterisk butthole.
It's a butt on a fucking little it's a doggy. Why is there a butthole on a doggy's
because
plush toy?
it's supposed to be cute. It's attention to detail here. Attention to detail.
That's creepy. Does
I
from
don't.
Malaysia,
I
it's
personally
currently
don't like
5
it.
a.m. and I finally managed to catch your stream. Thank you very much, WXP, for the 191. Any news on right to repair? Not heard much on it. No, and I have not been much focused on it. I know that there was some new initiative passed in the EU regarding appliances, but that's a far cry from applying to us. I got 5 on it for the functional crackhead Mr. Clinton. Thank you for what you do. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Nice girlfriend. Does she have any sisters?
No, I don't have any sisters. He doesn't miss. He actually poops in the litter box, and he does clean himself.
When does he poop in the litter box? He's always pooped outside of the
No,
litter box.
he's pooped inside of the litter box. What?
Fake news.
But I do have to say I'm cleaning that litter box 3 times a day. He's a very
Smartphones
particular cat.
are all the same these days. What do you think are some things smartphones need to be better / innovative about in such a saturated industry? I don't know. I'm not sure. But I think that, I would just be happy to get one that's smaller. And this is where I appreciate what Apple's doing with the iPhone SE and SE2. They realized, hey, look, there's an opening in the marketplace. Hey, look, people, this is something that people want. Let's offer it to them. It's this basic sense of aesthetic taste that very few companies appear to have nowadays. That explains to me why people buy Apple products.
So do you think we should get some couples phones like you and I?
BTR NDL donated
an
5
iPhone
euros. I love Oreo. Then wipe his ass. Did you get the book I sent? On Lean. This will be the 6th buck I spent on it. I have a mail cart over here, actually, with all the things people have sent me, and it's overflowing.
Mail cart.
The thing is, I don't know what book you sent. I have a book here on Toyota. Let's see, is that it?
What?
It's under all this stuff over here.
Next
I
to the
haven't-
pickle jar. No?
I have one book over here.
Oh, Toyota Way.
The Toyota Way. If that's your book, then I have it. Nicolo, for $1, said the 2008 MacBook Air is the same cooling as the one you opened 2 days ago. Some seriously bad and weird way of cooling. I don't remember what the cooling was in the 2008 MacBook Air, and I'm honestly very happy that I can't remember anything about that
Hi,
MacBook
can you
Air.
put this back? Thank you.
Hi, were you born when the A1237 MacBook Air came out?
Probably not.
Probably not.
Probably youngin.
If I gave you a button, should my shop stop repairing 12-inch dead CPU books? Should all shops worldwide? No, I mean, here's the thing. If you can actually make it work, a shot at Linus would be his cat channel lost his cats. Louis Rossmann has no cat channel and has his cats. That's fucked up. If something happened to Linus's cats, don't make fun of that. That's fucking sad. The worst part about having animals is that you outlive them. Don't make fun of somebody because their animals die. That's some fucked up ass shit to do. I appreciate the $5, but don't make fun of somebody for that. Come on. Erotica69 said, should my shop stop repairing 12-inch dead CPU books? If you have a source for the CPUs that's affordable, and you can actually make it work and make it economically viable, then by all means, go for it. If you cannot make it economically viable, then I would not do it. Tech Levster funded £2. I can't believe somebody would make fun of somebody's dead cats on stream. That's fucked up. That makes me sad. I feel more depressed for having read that. That's cruel. That's the worst part. The last time I remember actually crying with tears was in 2009 when I had a kitten that died. It really hurts. It just absolutely stabs. The cat was sick. If you are annoyed by it, then go away.
He's just joking, by the way. At the end of the day, Oreo always sleeps next to you.
You do the very similar thing that Eli, the computer guy's wife, does.
What?
Where, like, he's about to say what he really thinks of an individual, and she's like, no, he doesn't really mean that. Or, oh, come on, honey, rephrase it.
What?
I just find it funny.
I like Eli's wife. I haven't even met her, and I like her already.
I know. Because he's always about to say what he actually thinks of something, and then his wife is always kind of like politely jumping in front of him before he actually says it.
But when it comes down to it, you're always spending your night with Oreo at the end of the night. Oreo sleeps like right next over here.
Not consensually. Me too. You're the reason I'm pursuing a degree in electrical engineering from my dream university.
Oh.
Wanted to thank you for showing me that I enjoy learning about this crazy industry. Wish you the best, Spencer, for 20. Thank you very much. This is the thing that I think is more important than right to repair as a law. Because, again, the legal way of solving this is just meh. The way to solve it is to get all these... Get to a point where everybody who you hire at your company disagrees with your policy enough that they won't work there if you have it as a policy. Or once they're at the position of lead engineer on a project or senior engineer on something, or they're on the board or something. At that point, they're going to then to say, why do we have this policy that we do have? Let's get rid of it. Getting the companies to actually change their policies voluntarily through a grassroots movement is far more effective than just holding up a placard sign and trying to get the law changed. I've been doing that for 5 years. There's been virtually no progress. But the cultural aspect of it, I've made a lot of progress. I think I've made a lot of progress there. Why so salty with Oreo? What did I miss? 2.5 years of him pooping outside the litter box, regardless of how many of them I get, and not cleaning his asshole. He is an adorable, cute little kitten. He really is. I just wish he would clean himself and not rub his ass in my face while I sleep. While it is dirty. That is gross. BlackBerry cleans her ass. Clinton cleans his ass. You can clean your ass.
Oreo doesn't do that to me. What?
Because he does it to me.
Because you know what? He sees how much I love and care
I'm the
about him.
toilet paper to him. You are not the toilet paper.
Oh.
How much chocolate is left? I'm not sure we have any chocolate. Sent you some images as a new idea for your storefront via email. Comments. Let's see. How many emails do I have? My email is usually at any... Oh, God.
Oh.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20.
Many, many, many emails. Let's just keep it that way.
Yeah, I'm not going to be able to find your email on stream. I'm
Someone's
sorry.
parrot.
I genuinely appreciate it, Daniel. But if I look at... Oh, here we go. I found your email. Fuck, but another question came through. See how that works? When are the balls and cocks coming back?
What
I don't
is
have
that?
any balls and cocks. I have no balls and cocks.
Sounds like some kind of...
I have no cock and balls.
Some kind of group.
And Eric is here anyway. All right, let's see.
Oh, wow. look
This
at
is
that.
cool. This is a cool picture. I like the picture, but I can't read the email or anything because, again, I'm trying to keep up with chat. But thank you. I'll email you back once I have time and I'm sitting down and there's not a bunch of stuff to do.
If I give you a button to explode... Hey, scroll down. No.
It's gone, girl.
Ah.
Well, I'm so far behind. I gotta read through this shit quicker. Any news and right to repair? I've not heard much about it. I think I answered that one before it showed up on screen.
Oh, look.
A cock. Now all we need is balls. Paul, where are your balls? Paul, your balls. They're needed.
Hey, Paul,
Paul's
do you know
balls
if
and
you
909.
guys went through all the chocolate?
I have 2 more bars back there.
Two
There's a
more bars.
butthole, so Lewis Rossmann has something to wipe. I love Oreo. I'm sure you do. Wait, the closet that has the cabinet that has the tool that we don't have is open. People can see inside the cabinet to the tool that we don't have. Paul, 2013 MacBook Pro 13 random restores can't be fixed. Why? Well, that's a trick question. Here's how that's a trick question. If we knew why it couldn't be fixed, then we would know what the problem is, therefore we know how to fix it, therefore it would be fixed. If you had the answer, then you would do it. But it's not having the answer that's the reason that you don't have a why and the reason it cannot be fixed. Is Paul drinking pickle juice? I believe he's eating a pickle. How do you
think he
feel
was
about
eating an
HP? They're
Oreo.
definitely my least favorite manufacturer. HP stands for horrible products.
Horrible product.
HP is trash. If I gave you a button to explode Apple's headquarters and teleport all humans away safely, would you press it? No.
Yeah.
I believe they can be reformed. I don't think there's a need to destroy. Rather, reform. There's a lot of talented people there that are just probably working in the wrong direction. That's a bunch of ASCII in the Twitch chat.
What is that? Oh, hi, Felipe. And for making Alan a world famous broker. Aw.
Thank you, Alex Eaton, for the $1. That's out of focus. Hi.
No, he doesn't have any brothers.
If you were to start your business today, what is the oldest donor board you buy from AliExpress? A1278, 2012. Don't go past 2012, because once you go past 2012, you're going to start getting stuff that's really messed up where a lot of the components on it don't work. Too much donations, F/Oreo. This is F/Anel Get Well. This is Antonio Ruiz. Oliva, thank you for the £2. Any suggestions for a severe duty phone with the elimination of the Samsung Active line? Mainstream options are very limited. Blackview, Cat, Axiom. Oh, there's one company, I'm trying to remember the name of it. Was it Sonium? Sonium, I think. Yeah, Sonium is the only one I saw that was worth a shit. It was liquid resistant and had a user removable battery. Sonium XP8 or Sonium XP9, something like that. I think I answered that one 10 minutes ago. This thing is really far behind. The Sony, it was good. It's just, it said that it only supported up to 128 gigabyte memory card, and I didn't want to buy it to test it to see if that was actually the case, because that would have been totally pathetic. But I really wanted, I really did want to get one of those. User replaceable battery, a large battery, beautiful. Could you direct your lawyer contract? Sure.
You should do a mailbag opening, Lewis, and reduce the mail overflow.
Have you seen the new Surface laptop with
I don't
its
even
better
know where to begin.
serviceability? Any thoughts? I was going to do a video on that. I've just been busy recently. But yeah, it's not just the fact that it's more serviceable. It's about the fact that they actually care about it being more serviceable. Again, I can't buy a Surface laptop for 2 reasons. A, to my knowledge so far, I've never seen a Surface, and I do still believe that they don't exist. But B, there's no track point. I need my track point. I need my track point. I can't use a trackpad. I don't know how people use trackpads.
I don't know how people use track points.
Trackpads are for the plebs. You should rename Oreo Dingleberry. Yeah, you laugh because it's true, don't you? Don't you? You Oreo shill? You laugh because it's true. Thank you for your 10 Hong Kong dollars. Has Apple ever threatened to sue you? I've had their attorney reach out to me with what I imagine would have became a DMCA claim and then potential something more. The something more did not materialize, nor did the DMCA claim. I was surprised at I really didn't realize until 2016. Here's a few bucks from Delancey Street. Thank you very much, Ed Hughes, for the $2. I didn't realize until 2016 that internet support could actually change the tide of a legal altercation.
I think
wasn't
one of your
expecting
cats might be on their live stream.
His cats ran away, not dead. Just as horrible, of course. Is it? Because I had a cat that ran out because he wanted... Mr. Clinton saw a squirrel, and he thought it would be really cool to eat that squirrel. And he ran out, and then he stayed there, and he was crying. He was crying and crying because he wanted to come back in, but he couldn't find his way in, and then we found him and brought him back.
Okay.
I'm kind of curious. Like, would the... Because I'm not in a rural area, so I don't know how it would be in a rural
Well,
area.
do you think Oreo could survive out in the wild?
No, he wouldn't run away because he's fit or happy or a paranoid android. If you avoid that question, what's your favorite track on OK Computer? How to disappear completely. I don't know if that's on OK Computer, though. That could be on Kid A. I like how to No, that's not, because Let Down is track 5 on OK Computer. I can't believe I forget this. There's another question. Vinegar or fermented pickles? Any
Fermented
type of,
pickles.
I would say vinegar, probably. Let's see. I can't believe I forget the track list to OK Computer.
Green pickles are pretty
Yeah, it's Kid A that has How to Disappear Completely. Okay. Favorite track on OK Computer? It's obviously going to be Let Down or Karma Police. Let Down for sure. Because even the thing is, Let Down sounds like a negative song, but it's actually really positive and uplifting. Let Down is my favorite track off of OK Computer. If your apartment was burning and you had to choose between your girlfriend and pickles, would you save the pickles?
He would save the pickles, and I'll tell you why. Because the pickles can't move, I could move.
I would save the pickles because the pickles have no association with an Apple product.
That's very telling.
No loop. He may reread some comments. Huh? 2013 MacBook Pro 13 random restars can't be fixed. Why? I think I answered that one.
Yeah, you answered that one.
If I had the why, this is something that kills a lot of the customers when I tell them no fixing something. Well, why can't you fix it? Well, if I had the answer, I would know. What's wrong with it? If I knew, I'd fix it. Paul, why can't you fix a 2013 MacBook Pro Retina that's randomly restarting? 13-inch.
I have no idea why it's doing it.
But why don't you have an idea?
If I did, it would be fixed.
But I thought you were the shop. I thought you're the tech. I thought you know what you're doing. You don't? I'm going to eat you. That's how customers react when you say that.
Or they're
Like
or they're going to
that's
say they're
the-
just going to bring it to Apple.
That's barely a dramatization. Because the thing is, you have, and I did a video on this 6.5 years ago. What is in the fan blowing in the new MacBook Air? What is the fan blowing? The fan in the new MacBook Air, I imagine, is a power-on self-test.
Ooh,
That's clean.
comfort zone.
It's a power-on self-test so that I could tell if the board that I fixed works. But what was I just talking about a second ago?
Huh?
Oh, yeah, so the thing is, I did a video 6 years ago, why technicians lie to customers. And that video is still relevant today. The thing is, if you tell customers the truth, they can't handle the truth. If you tell them the truth about my aunt's cat gets dingleberries too, it's really gross. Yeah, and your cat sounds like the one that was an asshole. I have an uncle who had buildings in mostly poor condition, but he had tenants paying $300 in 2013 as they were rent stabilized in apartments for 30 years. Yeah, that's the other thing. If you have people paying $300 for an apartment in 2013 while they're paying the property tax for what the property is worth, notwithstanding the actual value that the tenants are paying in rent, that can cause a problem. So the thing is, if you tell the truth, if it's fixable, and I say I fixed it because this wire was crimped under here, I'm not paying for that. I can fix it because I don't know. What do you mean you don't know? I don't know. What do you mean you don't know? I don't know. What do you mean you don't know? Like, they lose their mind, and it's not just normal losing the mind, it's exponential. It's not just a little bit more with each time you say it. The huffing and puffing gets greater, and it's just... I get why people make shit up. I'm not going to make shit up. I just very, very faintly say, send you some images as idea for a new storefront via email comments. I unfortunately am not able to read that whole email at the moment because of the... replying. I don't have enough screen real estate. I have 2 Streamlabs windows open for the 2 different Streamlabs questions. I have the Twitch chat and the YouTube chat open and OBS. Some of your mods are the crazy person taking wrench to seriously get that sorted. I like the mods that I have, and the thing is, if you have 990,000 subscribers, somebody's going to complain about them.
I don't even know which mod they're
You're
referring
not.
to.
Yeah, you haven't even given me the name of the actual person. So there's literally you've given me nothing to do about that. You haven't given me the case. You haven't given me what they did that they shouldn't have, and you haven't even given me the person's name. I can't just do something about it. You may have noticed I'm somewhat busy at the moment, trying to read a bunch of questions. And I'm 2 questions behind already. Any suggestions for a severe duty phone with the elimination of the Samsung Active? Okay, I read that. The Sony XP8. Can somebody tell me if the Sony XP8 or the Sony XP9, whichever is the newest one, I forget, is able to work with an SD card over 128 gigabytes? Because that's the primary reason I did not get one, because that bothered me. So anyway, what I was saying when it came to the with the lying to customers, I understand why people do it, because when you tell the truth, they just don't accept it. So what I'll do is I'll just turn around on them and it goes, it seems like you don't believe me. Have you ever had a problem that you can't solve? You know, like I try to take the attention off of me, and that usually works, and they understand, honestly, going back and forth, that there are just some problems I can't solve, rather than simply belittling my intelligence as much as humanly possible until they try to make me feel as shitty as what are you doing? When do we hired the Scarecrow from Wicked?
There's weirdness going on.
Overwork.
Yeah, probably. That's exactly.
Yeah, we already read that.
His cats ran away. That sucks. Poor guy. I would never make fun of somebody.
Moderators,
I'm
we
not
try
gonna
not to censor, keep the junk and okay.
If you were to start your business today, what are the oldest donor boards? I think I answered that
you
one
answered
already.
that
That
already.
was 2000. Oh, look at see what it does? It scrolled from the
Yeah.
5:30 chat to this, and when I scroll back, it only lets me go back to 5:35. So I was reading chat from 5:28 to 5:30. When I scrolled, it sent me all the way to 5:42. But when I
Yeah.
scroll back up,
It
it only
just
shows me
skips.
5:35. So anybody who messaged me from 5 to 5:35
Okay,
just
yeah,
gone.
you just got this is.
Would
one
you
of
rather
them.
create history or delete it? Create.
If you delete history, wouldn't it? People wouldn't learn a lot of lessons.
You become CEO of Apple. What do you change quickly? I would not make any quick changes if I became the CEO of a multi-billion-dollar company like that. I'd have to think. I mean, a lot of people think that if they're given a leadership position or a position of power, that I'll be the one to make everything right, that everybody else was a complete evil cunt, scumbucket idiot, but I'm the one that knows everything. And the thing is, what you realize is when you step into the position of somebody that has power and authority,
Do you
thank you
have
for the
the subscribe
169,
button
but
moving?
no.
It says enable the subscribe
But
button.
I can't. How do you check delivery time for the working desk and other stuff you need to buy? Would be subpar to wait if everything is ready. No, we're still in the stages of getting a lease signed and everything else. So we're very far from that. But thank you for the $1.10. But as I was saying, and I forgot. Yeah, people think that if I step into a position of power, that they are uniquely fit to immediately change everything, that there's not unique challenges that they have not considered, that there's not things in the balance. I would not change anything immediately or quickly. I would sit, I would survey the landscape, I would take in advice and counsel from many people, and I would think for a long time before I did anything. And then we get to what I would do. But no, I don't want to.
Whoa.
Thank you for entertaining and informing us. I love watching your channel on my breaks. I am on a 24-hour on-call hospital shift.
Wow.
I hope you keep up the good work. A big hi from Athens, Greece. I was about to ask if he was helping Anel, but that's far away. Thank you, Stamatio Stefanoflax, for the $10.99.
I hope you have
Could
a smooth
dissect
day
your
at work.
lawyer's
24 hour
contract?
shift is
Yeah, when I get it,
crazy.
I will. Lewis Collard funded £10. Hi, Lewis. Thanks again for the bands and the laughs and the learning. You always bring anytime I listen to you. Team Lewis. Team pronounced I like Lewis.
3.
Aw. Your name's spelled improperly. That's adorable.
That's how I feel about Erica's, whose names are spelled
With
with
a
a
K?
K.
Yeah,
No,
all those
I
fake
didn't even
ass-
know about the ERIC and then KA.
All these
Why is that
fake-ass
so
Lewises.
confusing?
That's why people keep misspelling my name, because all these fake...
No, but you get Louise, too.
They can't afford a vowel. That's why there's a W in the middle. Me and my wife watch you a lot. You're Latvian fans. Thank you very much, Tom Kitfos, for the £2. Yeah, I got that with Alan. A bunch of people said, look, finally, an Alan that has his name spelled properly, not like those knockoff Allens with an E, or even worse, the ones with 2 L's.
Yeah,
I found that funny. I couldn't. I watched your word, loyalty to bad jobs. Loved it. Much love from your UK fans. Computer science student at University of Hertfordshire. That's awesome. Thank you very much, Nana, for your £15. My 2 Streamlabs comments are in showing. You block me. No, it just takes 15 minutes for them to show up, envious Frenchie. Because Streamlabs and YouTube are...
Streamlabs is buggy.
I have cat
Comments
outside
are
cats
slow.
in a 13K town. None of them have fled. Tell us about how many hours you sleep. Have you any holiday plans? What's your 10-year plan? I sleep probably 5 to 6 hours a night. Probably less because I wind up waking up and having nightmares in the process and not being able to go back to sleep. My 10-year plan, I don't No, it's constantly changing. I can't imagine planning out 6 years. I really just plan for the next. I plan for the next day, the next week, the next month, even the next few months. But never. I don't plan for 10 years. I just plan to keep putting as much work and effort in towards meeting a goal. So I could tell you what my goals are. I can't tell you a 10-year goal. I'd like to be able to offer a few more services in repair than we have. I'd like to become more established within the industry that we're in. I'd like to move into a facility that actually fits us. And if I manage to find funding for it, I'd like to actually put together a store properly from scratch. That is something that's not something that we have to apologize for or be embarrassed of, but rather be proud of. And I'd like to educate more people. And above all, my long-term goal, put Apple Memes on the wall of your new store, so working on that, is I would like for the I'd like to make what we do seem not just interesting, not just like something you can make money from, but actually fun and something to look up to within society as something being interesting and cool, so that when the 16-year-olds watching this 10 years from now, that they're the people calling the shots at a lot of these tech companies, and that when they're in a position of power, that they make decisions that would help people that are in the position that are in my position now. That's what I hope for. You know, like I would like for Paul to be able to go to Rock Auto and be able to find a list of parts for a Tesla. That would be cool. Can you imagine just going to Rock Auto and there just being a fucking list of all the things? Because Paul was showing me the other day. Could you dissect your lawyer's contract? I'll go through my lease once I get a finished copy. Hell, I'm still reading comments from 538, and it's 548. Can you open a merch store so we can buy funny t-shirts and hates with places that include pee-pee bus? I don't have a merch store like that. I have store.rossmanngroup.com, but we haven't made time for merch yet.
It's been on back
You become
burner.
CEO of Apple, what do you change quickly? I think I answered that one already. I would not change anything quickly. Just because you have power doesn't mean you have the power to make everything better. Oftentimes having power, especially if you believe that you're better than the person that you're replacing, and that there's just like this unilateral reason that the person in power is doing bad things, is what's going to lead to you making even worse decisions than them. I would sit down, survey the landscape, take my time, take in counsel, do research, and then make decisions after I feel comfortable. My $2 Streamlabs comment aren't showing. Have you blocked me? I have not blocked you, even though your name is Frenchie. It's tempting, Mr. Frenchie. You're a landlord, and your name is Frenchie, and you're a New Yorker. That's like 3 strikes already, but no, you have not blocked me. What can I do? My cat hisses and putting some sort of scandal when I'm not totally sober. What could I ever do, says Vladimir. Vladimir wants your advice on his kitty that hisses.
And puts on some of a scandal?
Yes. How do we help
What do you
Vladimir?
mean a scandal?
I think
What
he
kind
means
of
that his kitty is being an asshole.
When they're not sober? Maybe the kitty is mad.
It's a cat's job.
Yeah, I think your cat is scolding you, Vladimir.
I just watched your word on loyalty to bad jobs. Loved it. Much love from your
That's
UK
repeat.
fans, computer science student. Ah, yeah, it was a repeat.
Yeah.
That's a rerun. The thing is, I'm so far behind, I don't know what it is they're all laughing at over here. Brutal but fair, divorced, that's messed up, LOL. What did I
Yeah.
say? Oh, that was the saving you or the pickles.
I'm gonna forget that.
Buy a ThinkPad, girl.
Huh?
Buy a ThinkPad, girl.
Why should I think that?
It's better. And you'll also
Better.
get saved in the fire that way. Just
What?
wanted to say I appreciate what you do. I never thought about right to repair until I came across your channel, and I realize now how important it is. Keep up the good work. Thank you very much to Edmer for the
I
$1.
know. Can you imagine if MacBooks couldn't be repaired?
Joey Shelby says, here's $5. Can you smack Paul with another iPad? Heh.
We have an iPad right here.
No, that's not an iPad, that's a MacBook screen. We need
Oh,
to
really?
find
Whoops.
iPads for Paul to work on.
Nope.
Paul loves the iPad.
Nope.
Do you believe that Huawei is a company that actually spies on their customers? I haven't done enough research on the Huawei thing, and a lot of people have been pushing me to, but I haven't had the time to, so I don't want to speak on that subject because I don't have the knowledge to, and if I do, I will look like an idiot. Where did 1 million go? What's the new
it's
plan
still in
with
front of
Alan
us.
on YouTube? I told Alan just keep doing a daily video on the questions that users have, but also have a cross between the most common questions users have and what you find to be the most relevant to your industry, your customers, and the people that you deal with. And just at that intersection, do a video and have it be natural. Don't do videos to just market yourself. Do videos that are actually useful, and the marketing yourself will come with time. Google says only people with weaponized autism wipe their cat's rainbow after it takes a shit. For your information. That is exactly what I would expect from somebody with the name Rotten Crotch. I don't want to wipe my cat after it takes a shit. I really don't. I would like for my cat to just clean itself. Like Clinton and Oreo, the automatic models. But they don't. Oreo is not even semi-automatic.
Please extra care.
I don't want to wipe my cat's ass.
Dry clean only.
Try clean. Hi, Lewis. Greetings from Poland. What was your worst business decision, not including staff? Oh, that's a good one. There's so many bad business decisions. No,
Somehow.
that's not even close. That's not even close. In the supply company, deciding to expand too soon to sell too many products at low profit margins. I made the assumption that if other people are doing it and they exist, that because somebody else is doing something, that means it must be profitable. So that means I need to be able to find a way to make it profitable even if it's not. And I tried to make profitable selling all different types of PC laptop screens on eBay and Amazon and my own website when there was very low profit margins and very low loyalty and customers that would destroy them and send them back. And I destroyed what could have been an absolutely amazing opportunity to grow a great company, and I completely butchered and destroyed it. And I'll have to live with that. I know people who CAD model on trackpads, Lewis. They're fucking savages, is what I'll tell you. TrackPoint. Savages! Anyway, but yeah, that was probably the biggest one. And it was also having a partner and listening to that partner when they kept pushing me to do whatever I could to increase the sales number so that I would move into these industries that I should not have moved into. Can you recommend a good e-bike? The good e-bike is the e-bike you put together yourself. Because if you buy a pre-made e-bike, you're going to pay $4,000 to $6,000 for some piece of shit that's limited to 19 miles an hour or 22 that has 250 watt. It's just rubbish. Make it yourself. Just don't. If you get a Bafang, don't use the stock controller with the BBS HD. It's a piece of shit. Get a sine wave. Tell us about how many hours you sleep. I think I answered that. Living as a hermit for 8 years, saving most of my salary. I have a few friends and can't find anything to do with my money that makes me happy. Advice, DVM. Here's the advice I have. If you have an excess of money, what you should do is you should invest it in a very, very conservative way. ETF. So that once you do know what you want to do with that money, or once you have your world-changing idea or your amazing business idea and you figure out this is what I want to do, it's there. The worst thing you could do when you have an excess of money at any given time, and I'm speaking from experience here, is say, I'm not sure what I should spend it on. Maybe this is a good investment, rather than wait until you know what you want to spend it on. Once you know this is what I want to spend it on, save it. That's capital. There's human capital you could save. There's ethics capital, meaning that you've acted in a good way for a long time, and at some point people are going to want to repay it. There's actual money, capital. There's many different types of capital. And when you have an excess of any of those types of capital, don't say, I need to figure out how to make the max out of this right now. Put it away, and then when you have an idea as to how you could do something that would benefit the world of your life, then try to extract it. Here's another as I head to the pub. XXX Scotland. Thank you for the £2 from... to Clevster, who is probably getting drunk now, given that Streamlabs has a 15-minute delay. And they'll get well, says JM Park 0. Thank you very much. Can you smack Paul with another iPad, says Joey Shelby for $5. I don't have an iPad here. I have a Nexus 7 tablet from 2013, the 4G model.
Smack him with a Bafang.
But I can't smack him with that because there's forensics we need to do on that. Does YouTube generate a lot in revenue, or do you generally do it through purpose? I don't understand that question. Do you generally do it through purpose? YouTube generates a lot of revenue when you have either a news story that goes viral or something else. Otherwise, it doesn't. It's just, again, it's a big part of that is low CPMs, and also 75 to 83% of a tech-savvy audience is going to use ad block, as I see with my numbers. Living, I think I answered the Hermit one. I'm not scrolling on this chat. I'm 15 minutes behind. God. Do you want greenies, says Matt Ferg. I don't want greenies, but Mr. Clinton may meow if I say that out loud. Mr. Clinton wants greenies. 3,105 people watching. Success. Awesome, Hannah Anderson. And they'll get well. Thank you. I hope Inel gets well. Why do you insist on working with Apple instead of doing Android and non-Apple stuff? Well, the thing is, as I've said, one of the things I said is that we have a very small area, so we need to do what we can get the most in and out of in that small area. The other thing is that customers are not typically willing to wait for a time for me to order parts or for me to find schematics and diagrams and blah, blah, blah. So if a company releases 2 or 3 devices every 2 to 3 years, I can get every single part that I need right here. I can't get every single part to every single machine ever made unless I was, some sort of crazy multimillionaire. So if I'm going to offer customers the turnarounds that they expect, I dropped it off on Saturday, it's Sunday morning, why don't I know what's wrong with it yet? Then I'm going to need to have everything in stock. And I can't do that with every single company.
I will keep him in line. Aw.
Is it true you get fined $250,000 if you say illegal alien in New York?
You just said it.
I don't know. Let's find out. Illegal alien.
Illegal alien.
Wow, that's 500,000. You just said it too.
Illegal
Now we need to have a GoFundMe.
Illegal alien. Now we really need to do a GoFundMe for the
Yeah.
legal fees. That's a $500,000 fine. Just
And actually,
there.
I think it was said 4 times. That's already $1 million.
I hate to beg, but I think you need to make me a mod. Go for it, Adam. I thought you already were a mod. I think you're only a mod on the live channel, but now you're a mod on this one.
Oh wait, scroll up.
I want to learn how to repair MacBook Pros. How low a release year should I go? My plan is 2012 is my plan is to buy them off eBay and resell them fixed. Is that viable? No. Sell on eBay. Okay, here's the way it works. On Craigslist, you have 30 people each working individually to lowball the shit out of the seller and bring the price down. On eBay, you have 30 people working collectively against each other's own interests to bring the price up. Don't buy on eBay. Sell high, buy low. Buy anywhere but eBay, and then you can sell on eBay, but do not buy them on eBay. You're going to pay as much for a broken machine on eBay as you could probably buy a working one for on Craigslist. I'm serious here. How many Apple laptops that come in are water damaged according to Apple?
A very small percentage.
A very small percentage. A very small number. From Ireland with love.
Thank you.
Thank you for the €5, Darren. And thank you for the love. It's very kind of you. I wish you opened a store in the Netherlands. Duke should open a store in the Netherlands. That's a man that loves customers. But I posted job ad in your flow of donations in Swedish. Go for it, Mobile Fix. Sorry for the repeat. Have you thought about using the architect's proposal to make your own to give to architects with your expectations? No, and I don't think I'm going to be reaching out to architects anymore. What I need to do is find a build, design contractor. One of the things that is really important when you're trying to learn something new is knowing what the things are actually called. So, for instance, in the beginning, I did not know what the jumper wire used in the board was. I tried cutting up an IDE cable. And then I tried cutting up an LVDS cable and just taking the strands out of that. Before that, I tried using the molybdenum wire that people were using to get the glass over the Samsung S2s and S3s when doing glass-only repairs. Thank you very much for the RS5. I appreciate it, Ricardo. But once somebody said, I knew what I was looking for, and I knew all those weren't it. I could point to it. I just didn't know the name of it. And then once I knew it was enamel wire, it's just like my mind was blown. And that happened again yesterday when it came to what I was looking for. Everybody was saying, no, what you need is a design-build contractor, or a build design or design build, something like that. And that's exactly what I needed. I read up on what they do. I read up on their benefits versus others. I read up when you'd want to have discrete individuals, separate companies for everything and when you don't. And that's what I need. So everybody I reach out to from now here on in is probably going to be a design build contractor. I'm not hiring an architect. I'm not building a Macy's.
Jar of pickles.
Bought a jar of pickles to eat while watching. 10 pickles in so far.
Is there even
Awesome,
10
Thomas
pickles in
Kraft.
this jar? I think there's only like 10 pickles.
Thomas
in this
Kraft.
jar.
Pickles are yummy.
Oh,
They're a
goodness.
tasty treat. I pucker my lips when a pickle I eat. Some pickles are big, some pickles are small. Long pickles, short pickles, I'll eat them all. Come be my friend, I'll share a pickle with you. Maybe Paul will eat a pickle on stream.
Paul, do you want to have a pickle on stream?
No, thanks.
No, thanks.
I had one for one.
You know what the song says, if you can make it there, you can make it anywhere, says GeoSam. Point taken. I remember what you said in the beginning of the stream, and point taken. I don't know. Paul just bought a house. Would you be willing to leave if we open a store in Montana or Kansas?
Maybe. Is it near Goodskin? Not Kansas. Kansas is too flat.
Kansas
Montana? Mountains?
Montana, maybe.
Texas?
No, not Texas.
San Francisco.
No, I want
San Francisco.
I still want 4 seasons. It has to be an area that still gets 4 seasons.
We have 2 seasons.
We have 3 seasons.
You have 3 days of spring and 3 days of autumn. Your thoughts on Razer branded computer
They're
parts.
amazing.
Razer is garbage.
Somebody cut her mic.
Cut her mic. You're just doing that to be a fucking troll on purpose. Hi. Yeah, what?
Stream assistant.
What? What? Yeah, endorse Razer now. Exactly. She likes Razer 1 TF away.
No, I didn't even know Razer made laptops.
Oreo
Would you
and
know
also
what
you
device?
two are great, but mostly Oreo.
I
just
love
modded
Oreo.
that asshole.
Aw.
I just modded you, you fuck.
Adam, you got brownie points for
You
me.
betrayed me.
Betrayed you? He's jumping on the Oreo bandwagon.
He jumped on Team Oreo.
Team
Oreo's a populist.
Team
He's
Oreo.
getting a...
Poopy butt.
Team Poopy Butt! Keep Lewis humble.
Poopy butthole.
Thanks for answering my question, Louis Hossman. Thank you for the $2. If all architect quotes are nuts, then what's your plan B? Guy who knows Guy Inc. with Paul's supervision? Do you want to supervise Guy who knows a Guy Inc.?
I am the guy who the guy knows. I'll just do it myself.
The other plan is for Paul to do it himself and for me to get him a nice quantity of cocaine to put in his pickles so that he does it quickly. Rip, he skipped my question. What did you ask?
Yo,
one
what's your
guy?
question, one guy?
Let's see if we'll be able to see it. Glad to catch your AMA from an Alan with 2 L's
If
and
we
E's, which
skip
must be
any
correct because I was
questions,
named by
just
my
copy
mother.
and paste it.
No, that's the fake spelling. How dare you use my question to get inspired to make a new question before my question was answered? I can't find your question. I searched the whole thing. I'm sorry. Do you intend to film the reconstruction process? Yes, I do. Linus should hook him up with Razer swag. If a shirt with either an Apple logo or a Razer logo shows up in my store, we will have the architect plan to build a fireplace to throw them into with a camera built in that's designed to withstand high temperatures.
What? Why don't you just use a zoom lens?
Because it's not as cool. And I wasn't thinking what I just wanted to destroy. Tech explained. Here is to my $2,500 Razer Blade 15 having the screen died 2 weeks in, but college provided to men, not my problem. Thank you for the $5, Tech explained, and also for making a donation
Oh, sorry, Tech
reinforcing
Explain.
the fact that Razer is a piece of crap. Which thermal camera do you use? I use the one that got sent to me for free that you could find on unionrepair.com. If you have $900 for a thermal camera, which is a big fucking if, and if you think it's worth it, which is another big fucking if, unionrepair.com. That's unionrepair.com. GTC Maestro funded $20. Thank you. Thank you, Lewis from Phoenix, Arizona. Your content has helped tremendously with my own business. I appreciate what you do. This is the thermal camera. The thermal Pepe. With the thermal Paul. Thermal Paul not included.
Ooh.
Awesome challenge. Thank you, Eamon. Team Oreo says Ryan Warsaw.
Should make a Team Oreo shirt.
Thoughts on Checkmate on breaking secure enclave, T2 chip, or iCloud activation lock? I am not smart enough to comment on those things. I'm sorry. I would ask Paul Daniels or Piernov or Pavel, known as Nitrocaster, in my chat. Those are 3 people that occasionally show up in my Discord as well, who are way smarter than I am and would have much more intelligent to say about it. What generates stronger magnetic field? Amps, volts, coil, gauge, or something else? Huh? Also, Frick, Streamlabs, and PayPal spent half an hour trying to send this message. Sorry. Amps, volts, coil, gauge. I think more of everything? That Asian girl is hot. Who is she?
The kitty pooper scooper.
Who is the hot Asian girl, Erica?
The one who has to scoop the poop 3 times a day.
Here's a donation to the happiness of your girlfriend. Please include her in your goals next time. She gave you the look. Thank you, Khalid. Oh, that's funny.
I like all these hints he's getting.
That's funny. You should franchise the business, says Jacob. Do you want to open a franchise,
Oh.
Paul?
Fuck no.
Why not?
What
would happen if we
just
opened a
gotta like
franchise?
duplicate you.
Quality those.
Quality,
Can
yeah.
we duplicate Paul?
What kind of other services did you want to offer that you
Let's
aren't
store
offering now?
ourselves here.
I think is that an old donate? That I feel like I answered that. Is it the second time somebody asked, or is that just?
I think it's an old donation. I've seen this question before.
I just want to do
Something
more of
similar
the
to
stuff that we already do, really, and just not feel like we're rushed because there's too few people
claustrophobic.
doing
You
everything.
can probably if the camera's widened a little, you could see.
If your
Paul.
phone is dead
Hi.
and you don't need data
Everybody here.
recovery, perhaps we would make time for it. But no, I can't hire a person to do that because there's no place to put them. Have you done many iMac repairs? Done one recently in a late 2015 Retina. Went well with no visible damage, but screen got fed just from holding it. I hate the new iMac, but
Hate is a
it's
strong
not.
word.
I intensely dislike the new iMac. But it's... How much trouble does a T2 chip cause for you? Lots. It's a pain. But the thing is, a lot of other stuff dies in those designs. It's not just a T2 chip. It's really just like a death by 1,000 cuts kind of thing. It takes forever to get the schematic. Can't reprogram it if it dies. Because there's machines where the T2 chip is what's dead because it's the thing getting hot. Like, how do you replace it? Greetings from Germany. Do you speak any Deutsch? Deutsch? Dutch?
Sprechen Sie Deutsch?
Sprechen Sie Deutsch?
Also, what is your daily driver phone at the moment? Do you change upgrade phones often? Nope, I do it when I'm absolutely forced to. I use an LG G8. When are you opening a store in Sweden? I am not opening a store in Sweden. I would never try to compete with Nasera. She would fuck me up. If Nasera is watching this, I hope you opened your store in Sweden, by the way. Rooting for you. You saw my mail about designing your new space from atriangle.com. I have about 50 unread emails at the moment in climbing, and unfortunately I can't check it because I don't have any space left on my screen with all the chats open. Let's see. Do you know when you are going to have the 4 million subscriber party? No. Can I suggest winter break, Christmas time, because more people will have time off then? That's a good idea, actually. That is a good idea.
Yeah, that is.
Let's see. A Triangle. Do I have an email from A Triangle? I don't have an email from atriangle.com. I'm sorry.
Oh wow, what a
If
nice
you want to
purple
send it to
seat.
me, send it to architect@rossmanngroup.com. What is the meaning of life? The meaning of life is to play Final Fantasy on a loop and just continue playing the end scene over and over again because it's awesome. What a game.
42.
The meaning of life is eating pickles that people
Me?
send you.
The meaning of life is trolling Eli the computer guy.
Look at that pickle cam.
I should.
Those things are very crunchy.
Keep up the good work. Greetings from Switzerland. Thank you. Thank you for answering my question.
You see nothing.
Have you thought about expanding rather than moving? You've shown you can maximize all usable space, so multiple small stores could be good given the cost of renovating a large space to spec. Bonus. Could keep Steve in his behemoth machine in First Avenue. How do you feel about that? Having another tiny store. I feel like I'm just multiplying the problem I have here. So now we have...
We have to get 2 tiny stores because remember we have end of lease with no option to renew here.
Yeah, there's end of lease with no option. Well, there is option to renew at the company that clearly plans on kicking us out.
Yeah, they're gonna tell us $30,000 a month for this space.
Yeah, and no heat or
Really?
gas.
Wow.
Love you, says Halmai Christoph at 400 huffs. Pickle mukbang stream. The thing is, when we did the measurements, this is
Pickle
96 bucks a
mukbang
square
stream.
foot. This isn't that amazing. Like I think we thought we're getting a better deal than we are. When you measure it,
Now that you're doing the
Have you
per
seen
square
this?
foot, I would like to know what the old sneaker store was. Because they wanted, what, $27,000 a month for that place?
yeah, piece of shit.
There was like
That's gonna
$10,000
fall.
a
That
square
fall
foot or
was
some
gonna
shit.
fall.
Love you, says Halmai Christoph for the 400 huffs. Why, thank you. I love you too.
Do you
You
want to
have
join the
competition.
pickle mukbang stream?
No pickle.
No pickle.
What made you interested in this job, Steve? There was a need for it. I was broke at the time. Everybody else doing it in my area seemed to be having something missing, and I thought there was an opportunity for me to make some money and make some people happy at the same time. So I did it. What made...
Aw.
Eric has the most beautiful eyes. I'm crushing a little, to be honest. It says, moo, coo.
Ooh, cool.
Somebody has a crush on you on the internet.
What?
Hello from Frederick, Maryland. What is your main phone? An LG G8. Not because it's awesome, because it costs $300 to buy it used because it had a small scratch on it. They sent a letter saying that renewing the lease was just not was not something that I had a guarantee of, which is not saying that there's no guarantee that I can't. It's just making it obvious that they want me to leave. Smart men marry Asian American women. They are the greatest, says Jeff Thurber. She would like the monetized program. Love your message to the world. E to you, me, working to help kids unplug and earn paddle bucks. Thank you for the $10, but unfortunately I don't understand most of your messages. Will
What's
Checkmate
E2UE?
help exploits for Secure Enclave? Andrew, that's an excellent question. That's the type of thing that I think if you direct at Nitrocaster, Piernov, or Paul Daniels in my Discord, they could give you a better answer on, because I'm not qualified. I would absolutely love to see that T2 piece of crap, if I'm not able to replace it and they continue dying, get hacked so that I can use them, but I don't see that happening anytime soon. But if it does, I'm not mad about it. On forums, others have used a higher capacity than spec SD cards in previous Soniums and speculated would work with the XP8. ScanDisk sells a 400 gigabyte SD card. It says certified to work in XP8. In that case, I like to try it. The thing is, the LG G8, I actually can't find my phone, so I don't know where I put it. That's a good question. Where I put my phone is that the optical image stabilization on it is as good as a GoPro. I can go over large potholes on my bike with that thing, and you can't see them. It's the same as the GoPro. So it's really cool that my LG G8 now doubles as an action cam, because I always thought that I didn't really care about that, but then when I saw I could actually do bike streams with it and it was usable for that, I don't know. I'm kind of spoiled. Are you going to be restocking the large schematics or dye T-shirts anytime soon? Probably not, since it took me 3.5 years to sell out of the ones that I bought. What lightning cables are quality?
You can't buy a water bottle, though.
If you go to StarTech.com, you'll get some of the best cables. For whatever type of cable you need, try StarTech.com. They don't sponsor me, and it's just... They make lightning cables, I think, with a 2-year warranty. They'll if it's accidentally damaged at the time that I was purchasing them, they would still replace it. You can't break those cables. They're really difficult to break, which is what I love about them. Durability. I'm one of the lucky ones that got one of your microscopes. It has helped me a lot, and honestly, I love it. I just wish it had your logo on it. Yeah.
I do too.
There wasn't a lot of time to put the logo on, given that right after we picked it up from the place, we were bringing it in the back of Paul's truck to the DHL, FedEx, and post office. But we're actually going to be getting 30 more of them in. We've only sold 10 of them. These, again, they're very similar to the Amscope, except the fact that the trinocular port is going to look as good as mine, rather than like the junk with the new ones, because they're saving 10 or 20 bucks by putting the crappy microscope adapter on there for the trinocular port. Go for it, Mobile Fix.
Lala, Hi-Hi's helping get through the Eli pickle stash.
There are 3,199 people watching right now.
Wow, that's 30 messages a minute.
That's 6,000 Eli streams. Damn.
Oh, did you hear that? I think he just choked on a pickle. Pickle mukbang
Wow.
streamed it out. Go very well.
Eli's pickles are... Eli heard
Good
that,
thing-
and then he sent something to the
good thing
pickle.
you
It's
never
not
ate
choking Eli. That's not choking Hi-Hi. From Ireland with love. Thank you for the €5.
He choked on a big dill pickle.
My cat likes yours, says Glass Monster.
Aww.
Great. Maybe your cat can teach my cat how to clean its ass. Thank you, Glass Monster, for the $2 Canadian. Hello, Paul, whose middle name is effing. Whose middle name is effing? I know ads pay, but what about us ad-free YouTube Premium members? Do we contribute by watching? Yes, you do. There's that YouTube Red thing. YouTube Red makes up about 25% of overall revenue. And with YouTube, if you get featured in some sort of... This is what I've realized. Like when that CBC News piece came out, or when a bunch of people flocked to a real estate video, it did ridiculously well. And then right after that, it's like... And then, so... But it's not something that I would base a living on. If you want to do this as a job, yeah. Bigger glob, better job. Help me build my custom car touchscreen stereo GPS. Thank you. The bigger the glob, the better the job. Helped a Ritz cracker.
Nope.
The bigger the glob, the better the job.
No.
Ritz crackers.
Use the right amount.
The right amount is the bigger.
amount.
Watch
the right
both
amount is the bigger.
streams.
No.
Should I watch Kitty stream or this stream, says Kita, for $1?
Kitty stream is on the live random channel.
I think my stream is beating Erica's stream.
What? I don't even know what's on Kitty stream
This
because
is the right amount for one MacBook board.
Available at store.rossmanngroup.com until it sells out if Dan doesn't do inventory properly. Focus, you fuck. Thanks for answering my question. Thank you, no originality.
Louis Holzman.
Can you fix my Xbox One HDMI port? Was HDMI... Did the HDMI even exist when the Xbox One came out? That was 2000.
No, the Xbox One is the new one.
Oh, I thought he meant Xbox 1.0. Yeah, sure. Send it to 186 First Avenue. Attention, Paul. Front
No.
one, New York, New York.
No.
What's it? Come on, you can't be afraid of a little Xbox One.
No.
Paul will fix it. Just send it
Xbox
to
One
186
specialist.
First Avenue. Just make sure it's...
Chris will fix it.
Paul will fix it.
No one will fix it. Hi,
Keep up the
will
good
fix
work.
it.
Greetings from Switzerland. Hi had to fix the last PlayStation somebody brought in.
Ooh.
She reminds me of Kaylee in Firefly.
I never watched that.
I don't know what that is.
Me too.
Any comments on the tone from last August? What's that? Sounds like something I should know what it is. Is it possible, if your fans pay for a worker to fix old Macs where they can be given to suicidal kids and at-risk parents? Is it possible if your fans pay for a worker to fix old Macs where they can be given to suicidal kids or at-risk parents? I think there's something I want to do with that more than a Mac. Because if you're a suicidal kid, I think that having a Mac is not necessarily the biggest thing on your plate. I remember growing up with a fairly awful household, and I just can't imagine that a Mac would have made me feel better at the time. I've always thought of doing one of those Big Brother kind of program things. I never put the time or the effort in to finish it up or finalize, what I need to do to get started with it because it was busy at work. But it's something that I've always wanted to do. It would have been really helpful if when I was growing up in the household I was growing up in, that there was somebody there to stop telling me the lie that high school are the best years of your life and respect your parents. That would have said, oh, this is what your parents said? That sounds pretty insane. No, here's how the rest of the world works. It would be really interesting and rewarding to be able to offer that to people who had a similar childhood to me. But I don't think offering them Macs would do any good. You should franchise the business.
I think you answered that.
I think that Paul should be the foreman of franchises. Paul would be responsible for all training. Paul would be responsible for all quality control.
Idea, actually.
Paul would be held personally. You have to readjust white balance. It's so dumb. The stream assistant. But that's for later.
Lots of trouble.
How much trouble is the T2 chip cost? Not a lot at the moment, but I imagine it's going to. Current Apple laptop recommendation. Air, Pro. I recommend the Lenovo ThinkPad P50. Ryan Warsaw.
I recommend the Dell G5.
Paul recommends the Dell G5. No, seriously, if you want a MacBook recommendation, in June I did a full 25-minute long video going through every MacBook for the past 10 years, which I recommend, why I recommend those MacBooks, why I don't recommend other MacBooks. If you watch it, Louis Rossmann's MacBook Buyer's Guide, you'll find all the answers that you need. K Packer funded £1. Thank you. Why is everybody typing F? That's a lot of Fs.
I wonder if it's delayed from earlier.
Oh, now I only have 2,900 viewers. A bunch of them went away when Paul hit the button.
No.
You should send all your stuff to that address right there.
Now my stream only has 5,000 times as many viewers as Eli.
You should
Camera
send your
went out
Xbox
again.
One to that address right
Wait, no,
there.
not 5,000. No, I thought that's wrong. It's 1,200 times as many viewers. 10? No, 50. 50 times. I'm not doing math
Oh,
properly.
thank you, Tietzen.
It's an greetings from Berlin, and oh my God, Eric is so beautiful. Thank you, Tietzen, for the $5.49. What can I do with a fully charged iPad that only turns on when plugged into the wall and stays in an endless boot loop? Send it to Paul S. at 186 First Avenue. No, seriously. I have no idea. I feel bad that I can't answer your question, but I have no fucking idea. Your fully charged iPad only turns on when plugged into the wall and stays in endless boot loop. It sounds like your battery is reporting that it works when it doesn't. So there are many... Oh my God, too many questions. That's a complicated
Team
one.
Oreo's not a question.
Team Oreo is not a question. Thank you for the $2. Do you have any horror stories of customers and their behavior? I have thousands. Just look at my Yelp reviews. honestly.
Thousands.
Just read the responses to my Yelp reviews, and just I'll leave it at that. Just from 2010 to the present, read my responses to my Yelp reviews, and there you go. So here's the thing: MacBooks can do this as well. So the first thing to understand when it comes to iDevices is that if there's no battery installed or a battery installed is not working properly, it can randomly reboot. The next thing to understand, awesome channel dude, thank you very much, Emin Garabet, is that a battery can report 99 or 100% when it doesn't actually work. So Paul, how many times do you have a MacBook Pro Retina that says 87%, but the battery measures 1 volt coming out of it?
Or, yeah, it says 87%, but as soon as you disconnect the charger, it just turns off.
Yeah, and then the battery is actually only putting out a volt. So you may want to measure what the battery voltage is. Well, here's the problem with the fucking iPad. And the other problem here is that there's going to be 3 things showing up on the screen at once, so I can't answer your question. Do you need a power supply to diagnose iPhones? I think you do. I ordered a shitty 858 and 4 multimeter from Ali until I don't have enough devices. Until I have enough devices that need more board will work to make it proper. Which thermal camera do you use? I use a thermal camera from unionrepair.com. Again, I don't recommend you spend that much on a camera. I use it because I got it for free, but the only
overboard.
I use it because I got it for free, but that's about it. Now, when it comes to power supply, it's very useful to be able to see how much amperage that it's drawing, and I like having the power supply for that purpose. And you can use a USB-C amp meter. I mean, you can use a USB amp meter, but if you use a USB amp meter, then it's only going to show you how it's charging the battery that you have plugged in. I want the power supply to actually be plugged into the battery connector on the phone so that I can see how much it's drawing from the battery connector. Here's to my 2500 Razer Blade. Okay, I already answered that one a while ago, so I can go back to your question. A fully charged iPad that only turns on when it's plugged into the wall. TLDR, your battery can actually be putting out 1 volt, but the thing still thinks it's charged because the battery controller is fucked up. And that sounds like the case with yours. That whole boot looping thing means that it probably doesn't have a good battery installed. Even if you have a charger plugged into an iPhone, if you don't have the battery plugged into it, it's not going to work properly. So yours may have a bad battery. The problem is, when I say measure the voltage coming out of the battery, how do you do that? Because the screen is fucking glued onto the device. You can't simply remove it like you would with any other device. Hi, find my ball. My balls.
His
My
blue
balls
ball.
dropped. Find it. My blue ball. Why is Razer Products bad? I was under the impression that they're good overall. For several reasons. A, their motherboards will die when there's no sign of liquid damage at a rate that I find to be unacceptable given the price of the product. The second reason is that when you contact Razer, they give you customer service very similar to what you would expect from Apple. The third reason is that when you request schematics or anything like that, you get pretty much the same response you'd expect from Apple. But you get none of the benefits of OS X natively working with the device or any of the innovation that people like with Apple. The Asian girl is hot. Who is she?
This is the old one.
This is Oreo's waifu pillow.
I'm the pooper scooper.
So yeah, how do you measure the battery on your iPad? What are you going to do? You're just going to pry the back off? No, you're going to take the screen off. If you're new, you're probably going to break the screen, which on the new iPads costs half as much as the fucking device. And that's painful. It sucks. It really does. It's shit. But it is what it is. And that's why diagnosing iPads sucks. It does. Now, loving the real estate videos. Eager for the Alan interview. Wow. Thank you for the 50 pounds, Gustavo. That's amazing. Thank you so much.
Aww.
Thoughts on Checkmate for breaking Secure Enclave? I hope it works, But then again, even once that works, what am I doing? Taking T2 chips off of donor boards and putting it on there? Also, here's another question for you. If the T2 chip is supposed to take over the job of the PCH, and on the Intel platforms, the PCA, if you change the PCH or you change the BIOS, you have to reprogram the BIOS. Does that mean if I change the T2 chip, not only do I have to hack it to make it work with everything else in the machine, but that I also have to reprogram the SPI ROM? That's a lot of work! And I'm sure that something tells me that reprogramming the SPI ROM with the clean ME region and all of that to communicate with the PCH, aka the T2 chip in the new machines now, is going to be a little bit more difficult than it was in older machines. And is there going to be any documentation that helps us do that? No! First time donating. I discovered your channel a few months ago, and I have to say I really enjoy your content and appreciate the work you do. So question, why do you prefer solder over solder paste when working with fine pitch ICs? Because it's more practical and it makes more sense. Why would solder paste is going to get everywhere, whereas solder is going to go where I tell it to go. Why would I overcomplicate the process? Why do I want little bits of powdery solder running around everywhere? Solder.
What the hell is this solder?
What do you think of Apple and Razer making a MacBook Pro over gaming? Well, that sounds like us being in business long enough to have a 30-year lease. That sounds like early retirement right there, honestly. What do you think about that? No, think about it, because you have these two companies that have both managed to inculcate their users into believing that their stuff is the best, even when it's shit. They both cost ridiculous amounts of money. They both break like crazy. Wow. I'm seeing dollar signs everywhere. I'm seeing dollar signs everywhere. Tried getting a repair. Ah, shit. What was that comment? Lewis, I just started watching. Is this beauty girl yours? You've at least found a girl that wants to be with you, really, says Maciej Zulk. Zulk. This is Oreo's
Oreo.
wife. Lewis drops a stream as much as Linus drops a laptop. Thank you, Entropy. Do you have any iPhone 4s? Paul has an iPhone 4. Hey, Lewis, electrical engineering undergrad fan from Kuwait. Hope your transition to new store goes smooth. Also, hang a picture of your old place at your new place. What do you think of that?
That'd be cute.
Like hanging a picture of the...
I actually, last weekend, when nobody was here, I went around and took some pictures of the spaces. And
Aww.
What about hanging a picture of back when it had the old gate and the patio door? I want to hang that in the new store. How do I get an amazing girl like yours? Well, you need to get really good at fixing MacBooks. And then you need to find somebody that needs their beeping MacBook fixed that's willing to pretend that they find you attractive and interesting in order for their MacBook to stop beeping.
You make me sound like an apple digger.
Apple digger. I like that term. No. Don't be a piece of shit, and hopefully it will come in time. Tried getting a repair contract set up with any schools. Do IT support and my school district run a Mac? Repairing through Apple is crazy expensive. It's funny you mention that because I'm not going to be able to answer your question since something else is going to show up on the screen right as I answer it. I read it. My 2012 A1286 MacBook needs a new battery. Are the cheap ones on eBay okay to use? Some are good, most of them are shit. The thing is you have to figure out which are the good ones and which are the shit ones, and that's part of the problem. I would go to protechrestore.com, but again, you're in the UK, so I don't know. I like protechrestore.com. You can typically get good stuff there. Protechrestore.com. That's protechrestore.com. If you're a consumer, I recommend them. Mr. Sunships, tried getting a repair. Motherfucker. Get in touch with VCG Construction here on YouTube. If you're with VCG Construction and you think that you can help me out with my new project, email architect@rossmanngroup.com. I am compiling all the stuff that you have to say into a spreadsheet, and I am trying to figure it out and make it work. Thank you very much. Try getting a repair contract set up with any schools.
Ooh, that's
funny thing. So one of the things I mentioned in a recent video, and one of the things I actually meant that was mentioned in that Eli video 5 years ago when I sent them a letter, is when I started the YouTube project, I stopped focusing as much on getting contracts and sales. I used to actually cold call up a lot of What store location are you going for now? I am going for the 30th Street and 6th Avenue location at 124 West 30th Street. I'm looking to get a lease signed in the next few days. And after that, I really pray to God that I'm able to actually get a design-build contractor that is willing to give me a decent bid and not just go in with no lube when it comes to doing the reconstruction and all that. And I'd like to have that ready when I go. So try getting a repair contract set up with schools. The problem there is that I stopped putting effort into getting contracts with any sort of schools, recycling organizations, anything like that when I started doing YouTube. And it's really something that I noticed because the only school that we have now is I'm not going to be able to answer your question. I'm sorry. It's impossible. You're like the dad who never had through the bar is low since I never had one to begin with. I'm sorry to hear that. With insert ironic depression meme here. But real talk, keep up the good work. You're a bright light in the tech world. You both also make a cute couple.
Thank you.
Thank you.
What? What? No, don't PDA on camera.
We're not actually a couple. As you can, I wasn't kidding. She's really only here to get the free MacBook repair.
I told him I'll love him as long as Apple's around.
Watch out for flying pickles while yawning. Let's see. How's the internet at the new store? The new store is Gigabit Fios. Yeah, TLDR, there is no time to actually get a repair contract while doing YouTube. Let's see. It's a meme, Lewis. Press F to pay respects from a video game. Hi from Scotland. Any MacBook Pro late 2015 top spec issues I should be aware of? 13-inch, your trackpad cable will die. And then your keyboard and your trackpad will stop working. Send you mail about the useless QFN video. Yes, I have gotten no less than 600 emails. Every single one cites the same video, which is not the one that I looked at. I'm sorry if I did not reply. Somewhere around 129 emails, I stopped replying to them. I learned my lesson with that on YouTube because the thing is, in the beginning, it didn't work like that. But as the channel gained subscribers, there are times I've said, if anybody has an answer to this, let me know. And that was like in a stream that was 2 years old, and people will still email me to this day with them. So I have learned a lesson regarding that. Smart Man. Okay, this is the one. I read this like 20 minutes ago.
Yeah.
I don't get
Swooping.
the last of it. Smart men marry Asian American women. They are the
Oh,
greatest.
I think that's
she
their
would like
website
monetized program.
at the end.
Yeah, I have no idea what that is.
Help kids unplug. Unplug what?
Let's see. Have a wonderful. Try saying my name. Also, please make renovation vlogs.
And
Maciej Rudolph. Contract funded €2. Thank you. Have you figured out a new place? I'm just amazed at the pricing there. I'm upstate and I pay. I'm not even going to read the end of
Wow.
your sentence because it's going to depress me. Thank you very much for the $20. I'm not reading the rest of it for the.
You hit
Is
him
it
in
possible
the
for fans
heart.
pay a worker to fix all? Okay, I think I answered that one.
Yeah, you did.
I did.
You definitely
Okay,
did.
only if you don't. Ha ha ha. How's it going with finding an architect? That is painful.
Sore topic.
How can you love him if you don't kiss him in a live stream? She clearly doesn't. She's just here for the views. She's just here to increase my live stream count in exchange for fixing her beeping MacBook. Let's see. Too much on stream at once. Here are some Brexit pounds towards the new store / burritos. Cheers. Thank you. Keep up the good work. I like how blunt you are about how dodgy real estate agents are. Thank you. And yes, they are. And thank you very much. What? Wait, that's not a pound. That's $1. It's
What?
$24.67. That's not a Brexit pound.
I think
That's
it's been
American
converted.
dollar. But I appreciate it nonetheless. Thank you, Susie Rottencrotch. Any comments on the tone from last August? Yeah, she regularly comments. She said she purposely made that name so that people would not visit her profile and say weird stuff to her because she's a girl on YouTube with the girl in the profile picture, but it doesn't work.
But she would get more clicks because people would be like, well, what does this Rottencrotch refer
Yeah.
to?
That's
Right?
from Full Metal Jacket.
Oh. Is Eric a paid actor? I'm a terrible actor.
Eric is a paid something.
Paid something.
Hi, Lois. I'm one of the lucky ones that got one of your microscopes. It has helped me a lot, and I honestly just love it. Just wish it had your logo on it. Thank you. I really do wish that we had time to do stuff like logos and proper merchandising and everything. Or space to put them. Or even space to put that crate that's behind me so it's not on top of a Zalma. Or space to put the Zalma. No space, no time. No space time.
Yeah, look at this. It's Attack of the Pickles.
Can you fix my Sega Genesis? I can't fix your Sega Genesis, but Paul can.
Probably could.
186 First Avenue, front 1, New York, 10009.
You're going to get
Attention, Paul.
Ataris.
Laptop repair is how I think.
Ataris. I have about 5 of them at home.
But your entrepreneurship / core philosophy rants really helped me out. Wish you the best. Much love from Hungary. Thank you very much, Greg, for the $3.
Doesn't Jessa have a video fixing an Atari?
Send them to Jessa. Anything that you have that's not profitable to repair, you should send to Menden iPad Rehab.
You find that an iPad we have back there?
Apple Digger confirmed, says Susie Rottencrotch. Indeed. Why does my cat keep licking the MacBook charger cable? It sounds like he'd like to find the 18 volts that's inside of it. Don't let him find the 18 volts inside of it. You should make a series of videos dedicated to the adventures of Blackberry the cat.
Aw.
Would watch this. Jesse Barath for $5.
Well, you know, we do have a kitty live stream going on right now, but I don't know if the cats are on there. It's on his live random channel.
You need to get one
What
of
is
my
that?
GoPros so you can
What?
actually strap it.
You know what I want to do? I want to go ahead and have multiple cameras, so that way if they change locations, they can just change the camera. Because right now I'm just following the cats around.
How did you meet your cutie girlfriend, Rossmann?
No, you gotta put a
She
camera
needed a
on the
MacBook
camera.
fixed.
You think so?
Yeah.
I don't know of how. Is it kind of heavy?
Life
My
of
GoPro, no.
Oh, really?
Life of Nesto86 donated $1.99 and says an extra $20 if she gives you a kiss on the cheek.
What?
Aw. Oh, there you go.
That was the easiest $20 I ever made.
What do you mean? I'm keeping it. Thoughts on the new GoPro and its mods?
My
Hamza
cat's like
Zafar
yours.
donated $2. Glass Monster funded Canadian $2. My cat likes yours. I'm sure that your kitty likes my Clinton and likes my Blackberry. Blackberry Oreo Clinton. BOC. Much better than
People
AOC.
put these things on cats all the time.
Oh, really? Wow. How do you hook it on them, though?
You have to get the harness for it.
Look at that. You could see through the eyes of Oreo.
He would just lay down on it and just sit there all day.
I think you just see fur.
I love your channel, says 1977 All Out. Thank you. I think everyone missed that Lewis used the word inculcate. Your videos about the new store makes me puke. Never read so much paragraphs from renovating. New York City really sucks. This is Linux Dog for €5. I don't disagree with you. Contra funded €2. Thank you. Apple products are worse than pea-soaked flannels. Apple products are worse than pea.
No.
Try saying my name. Oh, I read. This is way
Yeah,
far
this
back.
is
Yeah,
all
I'm back
different.
by 7 minutes.
Nell's asking if he can come back to work.
And Nell's asking if you can come back to work.
How?
In chat, in YouTube chat.
Recover.
He
Fucking
needs to
recover.
Can Nell come back?
Nell.
MacBooks need to be fixed.
Actually. Paul, what the fuck? You got hit by a truck.
Brutal.
Paul, he needs to recover.
We need to
Paul's
get him a
gonna be like, come back,
No,
stat.
we'll get him a more comfortable chair, and you could just sit here. His upper body's fine.
We'll roll you in.
Thanks to your propaganda campaign, I'm effing Paul. I'm effing Paul. Paul Daniel said, thanks to your propaganda campaign, I'm effing Paul.
Oh god, I gotta run. See you tomorrow.
Uh-oh. Look at that. Look at that. It's a dart. It's a poison dart.
I didn't catch that.
Oh, that was funny. Oh, whoa, I'm in the line of fire.
I want to become a professional sprinter, but I'm not fast. Any advice? Become faster.
Keep practicing.
Why do you want to become a professional sprinter?
He's got a trackpad. He knows how to use it.
Oh, goodness. I'm seeing some little Nerf.
Thanks, says Matthew Malkin.
Going
Thank you for
back
the
and
£5.
forth. Look at this.
The lethal one says I'm good from the waist up. I thought you said your dick worked after you checked it in the ambulance. Wow, somebody was lying. Somebody was fucking lying. Get in touch with VCZ Conjunction here on YouTube. They do just what you need done, and it would be an awesome collaboration video, and they're pretty close to you. So architect@rossmanngroup.com. If you work for them, please email me. About the logos on the microscopes, just slide a Rossmann Group sticker in the box that the buyers can apply themselves.
That works.
Yeah, we were still in the... We were not exactly in the best position when we were getting those microscopes to customize. Could you please stop moderational upon Adam Baldwin? He bans, stops, and behaves even lively exaggerations. Okay, now the mods are at war with one another. This is fairly interesting. Just talk amongst yourself. Just ask them. You don't ask me to ask the mods something. This is so passive-aggressive. This is kind of like when... Well, like, this is like if you have a teenage daughter, and it's like... Susie, can you tell Erica that I said to stop putting Apple products in my store? And then Erica says, Susie, can you tell Lewis that I enjoy having it and I have every right to have this? I'm like, no, fuck that shit. Talk to him. You're in the chat. He's in the chat. Jesus. What the fuck? You're acting like an Italian family. You remind me of my parents. Ugh. Listen to the bell. It tolls for thee,
Ooh, I
says Mac.
just thought of Taco Bell.
Don't be like my parents, please. You remind me. Jesus
Pickles.
Christ. Thanks for the insightful answer with my broken iPad question. I probably can get it fixed under warranty with the good work.
I hope you can.
You made me diagnose your iPad over the internet while it's still in warranty. Kidding. Thank you. Maciej funded 5 Polands. Polands. What's your opinion on standing up for coworkers to managers? Depends. I mean, do your coworkers deserve it, or do they not deserve it? If I have an employee that has never done their job right, and they show up late, they're slow, a job that I know it can be done in a half hour, it takes them 7 hours to do on a regular basis, and they don't care to improve, and I try to discipline that person and somebody says, how dare you? That's probably 2 people getting fired instead of 1. If I have somebody who comes in regularly, does their job normally, and I put unrealistic expectations on them, and they fail, and somebody walks up to me and says, hey, you might want to reconsider that. They're not that bad. Then I'll consider it. What situation are you in? Because the thing is, with the questions like that, you have to have all the details in order to be able to answer it. And the devil's in the details there. Current Apple laptop recommendation, Air or Pro. I recommend you buy a ThinkPad P50, not an Apple. No Apple. Bad. No Apple.
17 or older for Air.
No Apple. No Apple, girl. No.
But I already have an Apple.
We can take care of that. Your battery's dead, right?
Yeah.
Are you going to be able to replace it?
Yeah.
Do you have a screwdriver? What type of screwdriver do you have at home?
I have it at home.
What type of screwdriver do you have?
A bunch.
What type does the bottom of your machine use?
T5?
Yeah, you're not opening that machine. That thing's going to be dead. That thing's going to be dead. I find your videos both enlightening and inspiring. Thank you for everything you do. Thank you, Zach Adams, for the $1.
I just use all the screwdrivers until one works.
Yeah, if you're going to stand up for your coworker, make sure that your coworker, make sure you got all your ducks in a row, make sure you agree with it, make sure you understand the entirety of the story and why it is your coworker is getting whatever they're getting. And if you truly believe in it, by all means, do go for it. But if you don't, then don't. Thanks for all your educational videos. Just bought a quick hot air station this week from you and can't wait for it to start doing SMD repairs. Claude from South Africa. That's awesome, Claude. I hope the best for you. And thank you for the $5.
I can replace my own battery, by the way. I've done it before.
What's your recommended brand for equipment such as screwdrivers? Weha? I like Weha. Paul likes Wera. We're going to have a sword fight with screwdrivers. Let's make a sword out of screwdrivers and have a sword fight. Weld them together and everything. Found your channel a few months ago browsing YouTube, and I must say I enjoy your content and appreciate your work. Question, why do you use solder over solder paste? Because it's better. It's like asking, why do I use a salt shaker rather than one of those things that you do this to? It's like, because I don't have to. You know, it's easier. It works better. It's faster. It does the job. I don't need to look all fancy schmancy using my solder paste, because I only use solder paste when soldering my QFNs. Loving the real estate videos. Eager for the Allen interview. Oh, me as well. Me as well. I think Erica is Lewis' public relations person, says John DeComo. Are you my PR person?
I try to have you avoid say stupid things on camera.
Thank you, Gustavo. That's very kind of you. You kissed me on the cheek, and you never got your $20 for it.
It's okay.
They lied.
I'll get it later.
What can I do with a fully charged iPad that only turns on? I believe I answered that one. Yeah, this is really behind. What the hell, Streamlabs? DannyBoy247 says Asians don't do PDA.
Bull.
You're an Asian.
What about it?
Is that true, Paul? Paul's dating an Asian.
No, I don't mind doing PDA, but I just don't want to
She
do
just wants to
PDA
do
in front
PDA
of
and-
2,869 people.
She wants to make
And
sure
you know
she's
what?
doing it
You
with
know
a
what else?
cute
Okay,
enough guy.
the last time, okay, listen. The last time I was on a live stream, I came back to work, and one of my IT guys said, "Oh, so Erica, you know, how's your MacBook
I know
doing?"
nothing about
And
Hungary.
I was like, "Wait, what?" And then I found out he was actually watching the stream. So,
Who?
one of the IT guys that works in my company. Yeah, I didn't tell him that I was.
So the guys at your company that,
Yeah.
that work in IT have the hots for you.
They don't necessarily have the hots for me. They have the hots for you. They're following your channel.
So one way or another, the heart is going to be broken.
Huh?
One way or the other, their hearts are going to be
I
broken.
can always fly to New York to meet you.
No. Try getting repair contracts set up at schools. Yep, and I haven't had time to do that in 5 years. All of my there's a natural churn when it comes to contracts. You know, old clients will leave, new clients come in. In order to get the new clients in, you have to be working with them on a regular basis. You got to be calling people, meeting people, so on and so forth. All the old clients churned out. There's one school that tried to do stuff in house, failed at it, and it very, very rarely sends us stuff. But all that stuff churned out. I haven't made time for it since doing YouTube because I'm a shit business owner.
Oriole's an amazing cat. Oh, someone was mentioning about the litter boxes. We actually had 3 litter boxes, but they wanted to all use one. So JP actually sent us one giant litter box, so they're using all one giant litter box.
Hi from Scotland.
There's no problem.
Any
They're very
MacBook Pro
happy.
late 2000 second issues I should be aware of. If you have the 13-inch one, your trackpad cable will die, and your keyboard and trackpad will intermittently work. Anel is here. Anel is here. Paul, can you make a pile of randomly picked machines for him?
We have a bunch. They're waiting for him. Look at them all right there.
That huge stack over there.
Do I see an A1237 in there?
Yes, you
Do I see an A1226 in there?
do. Look at the one on top of the
Nothing says welcome back like fixing
Oh,
MacBooks.
That's an A1226. Listen to your repairs while biking to work. You are so descriptive.
Oh my goodness.
That's a FireWire 400 port.
That's for Anel.
That's a DVI-D port.
That's how much Paul can't wait for you to come back and
That
know.
MacBook
Come
has
back
a
soon.
has a latch on it.
Why is my name so small?
Should I make it bigger?
No.
No.
I could add this to it.
I'm so glad you don't pronounce the L in solder. Thank you, Lead Sled, for the $2. Lewis drops a stream as much as Linus drops a laptop.
You read that like an hour ago.
Yeah, Streamlabs is fucking up. I'm gonna have to log in and just read all these. So you're never gonna be able to leave if every time somebody posts something, it doesn't show up until 30 minutes later. I saw 20 USD after she kissed you. I didn't.
Wow, Haha is really outdoing himself with the labels. Is this a new label maker? Look. Hey, here.
So people actually spell it right.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, ERICE. Here, I'll put it over here.
What languages does Lewis speak? I speak English and broken English. I hope you will all realize that this is fake. There is no Lewis Rossmann. He's a puppet operated by that lovely Oriental lady sitting next to him.
He's a puppet.
I'm just an algorithm.
Yeah, he is.
I've just started watching this beautiful girl yours. You've at least found a girl that really wants to be with you.
This
really.
is old.
Yes, it is surprising.
Can you reset it or something?
No, it's just Streamlabs is what it is. You can't read. It's like
I'm
plumbing.
gonna go back to work and
Like you
then
turn the knob and the water
IT
comes
people
when it
are gonna
comes.
probably talk about this.
Yeah, but you don't get your shit out of the faucet again. It keeps recirculating the shit.
Anyone actually still mentions DVID?
I haven't worn a name tag in forever. Okay.
I
Good
still like
enough,
the
I
idea of
think.
the Librem 5. I like the idea of it, I just haven't tried it. A tidbit of cash for the contractor. Maybe you can at least get a half fist one. Wait for it. RT. What's that?
I'm just gonna skip all the donations.
Skip?
Skip.
What do you mean?
Ooh!
Skip alerts.
No, don't skip alerts.
Did you lose your blue
I
ball?
know.
He
You know
dropped
what?
His blue ball.
I don't have the space.
Look at that. Miles, chief engineer, was a little confused. You know what? Can we confuse him? Can we switch name
Maybe another
tags?
blue ball.
Adam says,
I
are you
wanna
going to hire
confuse
me
him.
or not? If you came to New York, I'd hire you. I'd hire you, Adam. No, it's in the new GoPro and its mods. It's probably still a piece of shit like all the other GoPros before it. I did a video where I tried to make a live stream work from a GoPro. And that, again, don't
Worked
even bother with a
fabulously.
review. You should do is watch me go through the process of trying to get a live stream to work and watch how much time it takes. Yeah, I got no respect for GoPro. And now that I see that my phone has optical image stabilization that's just as good as what's inside a GoPro, why the fuck would I ever use a GoPro? Like, why? Extra 20 if she gives you a kiss in the cheek.
Isn't this old?
No, it's not. That's new.
What?
Oh. I tricked you.
What?
What Android phone do you use and why? I use an LG G8 because I got it for $300 and it has good optical image stabilization for when I ride my bike and do videos. And it can also record 24-bit 48K wave along with the video rather than lossy shit that's going to sound worse when you reprocess it later. I apologize for misspelling Erica's name. I'm German.
okay.
Just assumed the C was a K. Oh god. Too much Too much. Too
This
much.
is something.
This is different, but explain to the chat why you use that headset microphone. Let them know exactly what it costs. Now tell me how many of those headsets you have gone through. I like the nude microphone look.
I know. I like the Britney Spears look
This
too.
is a DPA 4065. That is a DPA Define 4066, I think. The reason I use this is because of signal to noise ratio. There's a really old video I did, and I can't find it, about 4 years ago, where I have a lavalier microphone, and I have my nice little, fume extractor and hot air station. All this stuff makes a lot of noise. It's a hot air blower. It's a thing that sucks out air. And here's $5 buy Clinton some greenies.
Thank you.
To Noam Chomsky for the $5.
Oh, by the way, we do have a kitty wish list if you want to buy the greenies directly.
Down below.
In the description.
The thing is,
Hello.
noise comes from here. So if I have the mic over here, signal to noise ratio is not very good, especially since the stuff that makes all the noise is right at the level of my chest. If mic is over here, the signal to noise ratio is better. So it doesn't make as much sense for AMA stuff, but since I use it for everything else, I might as well use it for this. This is a DPA 4065, DPA 4066. You're welcome to Google them to see how much they cost, and yes, they are expensive. I still run a Dell Latitude E65410. Got it in 2012 and maintained it. Looking to upgrade soon. What laptops would you recommend with $500 budget that would be decently fast, but also tough enough to be biked around and won't die in a year or two? I would get a Lenovo ThinkPad, but probably not. I would buy a W541. You could probably find a W541, nice workstation class machine, works pretty well, high performance. You can find it used for about $300 or $400. That's what I got for Hi. Now, Jesse Barat says for a Canadian $5, you should make a series of videos dedicated to the adventures of Blackberry the Cat would watch. I agree. I like Blackberry the Cat. I type as fast as I have to be able to
should be
talk
an
at least as fast as I
auctioneer.
type.
Wow.
Should be an auctioneer.
Hello from France. Thanks for all the quality content. Thank you very much, Hard CPP. GoPro is the apple of camera, says Auto Evidence Bot. I agree. Any thoughts on Andrew Yang? I think he makes quite a bit of sense, even if I don't agree with all his policies. I at least like the fact that he seems to be thinking through his policies rather than simply pandering to people. Even when I disagree, he can say, well, here's the evidence, here's why I have the policy that I have, so I can at least respect the fact that you're making an argument rather than just pandering as a popularity contest. But that doesn't matter, because for people like Chuck Todd, all they're going to do is focus on the fact that he wasn't wearing a tie. Chuck Todd is an absolute cunt on MSNBC. Any of you watch Chuck Todd? He's a complete, utter piece of shit. And this is one of the things that would just absolutely blew my mind, seeing that Andrew Yang got better treatment on Fox than MSNBC. It just fucking blew my mind. But yeah, Chuck Todd, fucking cunt. Just watch the Andrew Yang interview with Chuck Todd. You don't have to like Andrew Yang. You don't have to like his policies. You don't have to like him as a human being, a politician, or any idea he has. Listen to Chuck Todd speak to Andrew Yang for 10 minutes and tell me that you just don't want to take Chuck Todd and just with the soldering iron. My God, frustrating.
How vicious.
They play MSNBC on a fucking loop at my gym. It's the only thing that they have on the TV, and I'm forced to watch it. It's painful. But the Chuck Todd Andrew Yang interview, oh, so painful. I have a Lenovo laptop. Fuck, I missed it. I didn't read everything fast enough. Shit. I missed it. Can anybody copy and paste that, please, 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 please? Can you compare Ryobi's one cordless soldering station to the one you use sometime just for grins? It'll be on the list. The thing is, you have to comment because I'm going to forget this in like 20 seconds and then I'm never going to buy it. If that goes someplace where I can remember it, I will. And I can't copy and paste and put it somewhere because in the time it takes me to do that, another comment will show up on stream that I'll have to respond to at 120 words a second. Can you remember that, girl? Ryobi's one cordless soldering station?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, what about it?
Remember it. I have to find one. Your videos about new store make me puke. Never read so much paragraphs for renovating, and New York City really sucks. Can someone copy and paste the comment I missed? Actually, I can just rewind over here. Yeah, I'll rewind. Let me move this window open. I really need 2 monitors for this. To have 3 chat windows open, Streamlabs, all this stuff.
Where would you put in a second monitor?
In
On
the
top?
new store. The new fucking store, girl. They'll be everywhere. ThinkPad X1 Extreme or P50? P50. Oh, this is old. Are you gonna be? Oh, this is old. What the fuck? What the fuck, YouTube? Really? It's playing back stuff from the stream from like half an hour ago. Try saying my name. Haha. Also, please make renovation vlogs. I do plan on
that's
it.
old
Are we
one
going
already.
back in time or something?
Yeah,
'Cause
that's an old one.
this is absolute BS. Oh, come on. Get me my reload button. Okay, there we go. Reload button. Okay, now I gotta rewind a little bit. What did I miss? I still run a Dell Latitude. I read that one. Make a series of videos dedicated. Yeah, YouTube is fucked up. YouTube's not showing me the parts of the stream from a while ago. God damn it. I can't read all questions because running off the treadmill. Contra funded €2. Thank you. Bring your talents to South Beach, the 6th borough. South Beach.
Email hi at rossmanngroup.com if your question hasn't been answered yet.
Yeah. Fuck. I'm trying to find the one that I missed when there was a bunch on the screen at the same time. It was after the microphone one. Clinton Greenies. Latitude. Blackberry the cat.
Mm-hmm.
Find my ball. I have an Lenovo laptop. Screen, keyboard, USBs won't work or no power to them. Also, fan doesn't power either, but power button lights up. Any possible fixes? Oh, there's no way I can answer that here. I'm sorry. I have 10-second increments to answer any question. That requires open-ended diagnostics. That requires measuring things. That requires finding a schematic. That's the kind of thing where I got to sit down. It's like 20 or 30 minutes for an answer. Open it up, see if anything looks fucked up, measure your power rails, and really go from there. You're asking for something that would take me a class amount of time to explain in about 10 seconds. While I genuinely appreciate the donation, unfortunately there's no way I can answer that in the time allotted to it. And it looks like I missed another one. Tell us how you met. Did she see the I Am Single in your YouTube channel? Probably.
I did.
Are the 2015 MacBook Pro 12-inch worth fixing? In my opinion, no, because they're always going to have another problem. They're not very good machines. Something else is going to go wrong with it. The CPU is going to die, which is very difficult to work on, if not impossible to find good models for. It's not something that you want to be messing with. No. That thing is a fucking lemon. It's a disgrace, to be honest with you. Okay, where's the comment that I missed? Fuck. I missed one. I gotta start reading these things faster. I'm not talking fast enough. That's the problem. If I talked faster, I wouldn't miss things. Okay, fast forward all the way to the front. No, not full screen. Stop it. God damn it. I'm trying to read this one. Have you figured out a new place? Oh, yeah, I already read that one. Okay, so that's old. Now I gotta find this. This is... Thank you for the vid, Don't Scream Around Children. Thank you. I think that's probably one of my best. I'm able to find which people have very low self-confidence and it's very pathetic need to feel good about themselves, and they go, you're going to raise a bunch of pussies if you don't scream at your kids. I got screamed at, so that's a good thing. It's great to hear that you make yourself feel better by treating kids like shit. That's just great. That you think there's no way that you can raise a child that is going to be well-behaved, intelligent, or do well in society without screaming at him. It shows me that you have the IQ of a pickle. You fucking moron. But reading the comments in that video make me sad. Reading the comments in any YouTube video honestly make me sad. Where can I send pickles to? You can send pickles to 186 First Avenue, Front 1, New York, 10009. Attention, Paul S. Nori says for $3, shut up and take my money.
Thank
you know
you.
what? I can't shut up because I have a lot of comments to read, but I will take your money. Thank you. Let's see. My post didn't attach with my donation. Ludic,
What did you write, Ludic?
What did you write? Because the thing is, if you say I missed it, I can't read that. I'm just going to read what you saying I missed it. But if you post over here
Check out
in this
the
box,
Vision Engineering
I will read it.
DR.
Check out the Vision Engineering DRV-Z1. I owe you for the old F-word video, friends and family video. I'm still learning, but thank you. All right, Vision Engineering. Is this going to have a camera that's not a piece of shit? Somebody actually showed me one that has a camera that's not a piece of shit. But the problem with it is that it has this fisheye look to it that makes it completely useless to me. What the fuck is this?
That looks cool.
Whoa, I like it.
Isn't that cool?
What is that? 3D view capture share. Designed for inspection and manufacturing Apple. God damn it. You can't enjoy. Email Apple thanking them for...
Oh my goodness.
Eating Punani is the best. Should I thank Apple?
No, you shouldn't thank Apple.
Why aren't you smiling, girl?
What? Oh my goodness, this really is an AMA stream.
It's a fucking Ask Me Anything, and that's what it's advertised.
Or say anything.
Derb's digital 3D stereo viewer with zoom. This is cool. But the thing is, this does not have the ergonomics that I would expect of Vision Engineering products. This is probably going to cost like an insane amount of money.
Yeah, well, yeah, because it says request a demo or request a price.
Anything that's
they won't even tell you
request
what
price means you can't afford it.
Yeah. That's what they do with like
Paying you
luxury.
back for the greenies.
Aw.
Thanks, Dad, says Mr. Clinton.
Thank you.
He's
We do
eaten
have the
more-
kitty wish list in the description list if anyone wants to check it out.
He's eaten more than $3 worth of greenies. hasn't he?
Yes.
Erica, take him to a spa or something tomorrow. After that exhausting AMA, he needs to calm down.
I
Says Vico
would,
San.
but I'd miss my flight.
She has a lot of mail to deliver.
Yeah.
Priorities.
I have my last week at work, and then I'm moving in over here in a couple weeks.
Priorities. Everybody has their priorities. New store. No more drop frames counter. Yep. Any of you remember the Nitrocaster drop frames counter?
That was cool.
Love your videos. That's all, says Mac Sharp. So what are you going to do when shit happens in New York City? SHTF.
Ooh.
I don't know what that means. MacBook Pro 15-inch 2016. Fan winds up and overclocks randomly even when screen has timed off for 10 minutes, sometimes a clicking and crackling noise. How much does ship work on and return from Texas? Paul, can you politely explain to this gentleman that donated $10 why a MacBook whose fan randomly starts up and stops even when the screen is timed out for 10 minutes with random clicking and crackling will be an absolute nightmare to repair and probably no fixable machine?
May or may not be a nightmare. If I open it up and I see some obvious liquid damage or some kind of thing that's actually blown up, then yes, we could repair it. That's a hint to let me know what's wrong. If I open that up and that thing is blissfully clean inside and there's not one drop of liquid or hair inside of it or anything, no, we're not fixing it.
Oh, why not?
I would have to stare at it for a week to figure out what's wrong with it. You would have to force it to make it do what it's doing to you. If it's not repeatable, we can't repeat it here to see what it's doing.
I think a week is being generous. Would you really figure it out if you had a week?
Probably not.
Random crashing or something?
Probably not.
Probably like 3 years, maybe. 6 years, 9 years with an X-ray machine?
Well, no, with an X-ray machine, yeah, if we buy a $250,000 X-ray machine, we can figure it out immediately.
Can we put that in the location?
Yeah.
Seriously, thanks for the entertainment. If I'm ever in New York City, can you all autograph my motherboard? We'll write fuck Apple on it. Absolutely. Erica will write fuck Apple
What?
on it. Won't you go?
But what if I'm not in the store?
Seriously, thank you for the entertainment. If I'm ever in New York City... How are you supposed to read at this rate? This is insanity. How are you supposed to read
My
at this rate?
2000, whoa.
My 2010 Pornbook Pro, I say, whenever it connects to Wi-Fi, it freezes. What kind of porn do you watch on it? I solved this
Don't
with a
answer
30-foot Ethernet. It only has one primary function. I never really cared to open it up and poke around. Just curious, have you ever seen this issue? You have a bad Wi-Fi card. And
Yeah,
even though...
something liquid.
The thing is, it only has one primary function, but let's face it, every laptop has only one primary function. A specific kind of porn. Sorry for cutting out early, but it's late here in Ireland, and I've still got an Alan video to watch. Did Alan do a new video? Thank you very much for the €5.
Message. I saw
It's
this
not
a
going to
while.
be a day old, though. I think that means
No,
Alan
no,
made a
I
new
mean, I
video.
saw this earlier.
By the way, if you're watching this video, do consider subscribing to Alan Rosinski at Metro Manhattan Office Space.
Yeah, see? These donation messages are really, really old.
4chan/G versus R/Apple. Choose a side.
I know, it's formidable.
Do you
group.
really need to ask? TLR says, do you eat ass?
I'm actually
Why did I
both
read
Jane.
that? Why the fuck did I
I'm
read
actually both Jane.
that? Fujer said, thank you for the very insightful answer about my broken iPad question. That's a 30-minute-old donation. Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
I'm mostly Chinese, but I'm also partially Korean.
What are the headphones around your neck? Jabra Elite 65E. If you get them for the $30 that we got them for on eBay, refurbished but practically new in box, I recommend them. For $1 more, I don't, because the active noise canceling, it's shit. At best, at worst, it randomly dies and winds up, injecting a lot of static into your ear. But they're not bad. There's this one website, artings.com.
There's no space for me here.
Artings.com, where they do a lot of measurements of everything, and they do live up to the positive measurements that I saw at artings.com. They should work at the store. This is Hen. Do you?
There's no space for me here.
When's the last time you did work here? No, she works for a hospital that she loves.
Wait.
Would you ever open a franchise in upstate New York? I want to start doing this stuff in Albany area, but I need some training. Thanks for all the educational videos about my Quick Air station. I think I read that
Yeah,
one.
that's his own message.
So for Art E, would you train somebody in upstate New York, Paul?
There's a place in upstate New York that does do training.
Paul, what would be the necessary conditions for us to do a franchise? What would have to make it worth it to deal with open a franchise, but to make sure that we fucking never become a you break I fix or I fix and fuck up. I mean I fix and repair,
Fuck up.
or like any of those other.
I think we need a new location here. We need more people, and we need to find people. We need to cultivate somebody.
Matthew
at
Malkin
our
said €5
main location
pounds. Thanks.
To move, like Camille could probably go open up a franchise. He would be the supervisor of a franchise location, and that's the way it would have to be. We can't just open up a franchise out in California by somebody paying us to use our name.
Yeah, because that's going to be fucked up. But it has to be people that we know, people that we trained, and people that, we're going to have a set of standards, but I also need to know how you deal with problems when they come up, how you think. It has to be somebody that's worked under us at some point in time. Worked with us or under us.
What is your customer service like?
Yeah, like how are you going to teach everybody else? Jeffrey said for $1, audio service tech here. Thank you for your vids and streams. Currently recapping a Teak A3340 quarter-inch 4-track open reel tech. The last tape machine I worked on was a Studer A800. I actually got a piece of a remote of a Sony 3348 when Sony Studios closed in 2007. That was cool. Do you want a remote to a digital 48-track 2-inch tape machine? It's a remote control, but the remote control, it requires a desk that's about half the size of yours. It's an awesome remote, though. Do you know how to correctly pronounce Alan's surname? Hello, Alan Rosinski? Don't kid yourself, Paul. Everyone has a price, says Nori for $3. Did you see Zone of Tech's video? I only saw the first one where he said he had a MacBook with a random crashing thing that didn't work, and I just politely exited stage left and disappointed everybody in the comments. Paul, for the 1000th time, MacBook Pro Touch Bar A1707 that randomly turns off. Why do we very rudely send everybody away when they have this problem?
Oh, I at least open it. And if it's all nice and clean in there, no, go away.
Why?
It's impossible to find the problem.
Why? What's impossible? I thought you were a tech.
Most likely the CPU. Get a new board.
I know why you hate Razer laptops, but what do you think of their phones and PC peripherals? I haven't used them, but if they're made by the same company that offers the same support and quality as they do on their laptops, then I'm running away from them. I haven't tried them. I honestly haven't tried them. But the laptops, no. If you have small landlord questions, please feel free to send me a message. I'll answer them to the best of my ability. Said this on Streamlabs with a funny tenant story, but it never showed up. I did. I read your funny tenant story. Were you not paying attention? You were I believe I read your funny tenant story. I read one horror story and one tenant story. Paul, urgent. Make Lewis let Anel pet Blackberry.
That's an old one.
Is the new store going to be ADA compliant, Paul? Because of Anel?
Too soon.
Can we make Anel? Can we force Anel to come back to work if we make it ADA compliant?
What do you mean force? He wants to come back to work.
Thank you, says Jeroma. I appreciate your sincerity. Thank you for the $2.
Anel is not the type of person to just sit around in a bed or something like that. He wants to come back here.
Yeah,
he wants to go do something.
He's got to be losing his fucking mind.
Yeah.
Vinny Santana funded RS242. If you had funded $2.32, that would have been a serial port.
232.
Look, girl, RS242. He should have funded RS232. Like the serial port.
Oh, you know what? You should tell him about my USB charging cable story.
You tell the story, Erica.
Okay, so I had to get a video. I recorded something for him. Some sort of video at an electronics store. I'm not going to say what it was. But what happened was that I had to go ahead and give him the video. So he asked me, he said, Erica, can you send it to me? And I said, hold on. I said, okay, but I can't email it to you. It's too big. So he said, okay, just transfer it to your computer. And I said, well, how do I do that? I don't know. And he said, just take your USB cord and plug one side to your phone and one side to your computer. Now, here's the thing. I did not know that you could transfer files between your phone and your computer. I thought the USB cable was only used to charge your phone. So I asked my coworker, and my coworker said the same thing. They said, I didn't know you could transfer files between your phone and your computer using a USB cable. I thought you just used it to charge your phone.
How does Apple hide this from people?
I didn't know.
Every Android user knows this. Apple users don't know this. Apple hides the truth.
And they're like, well, we've never had to transfer files. So, yes. And, one of my coworkers said that isn't common knowledge. It was a female, too. I'm going to admit that.
You've never backed up your phone?
No.
You've never done an iTunes backup?
No.
Your phone's going to let you down hardcore.
How do you do everything that you do and find the time? I don't find the time. I'm always tired. So am I. I can't wrap my head around basic electronics. Well, for a lot of my life, neither could I.
Get Electronics for Dummies, 2nd edition.
So martial arts mastery, but with electronics repair. I love it, says a Ritz Cracker. Actually, also, I know you don't like the word friend, but I had something in mind. Interesting. Thank you. Did you watch the most recent Shane Dawson video? I think there is a lot everyone can learn from that. What's it like to make $200 million in a month? Jeffree Star is amazing for being real. Lewis, if you haven't watched it, you should. I don't know who Shane Dawson is. Is that the guy from Dawson's Creek?
Who?
I've
Shane
heard of
Dawson?
Dawson's Creek. There used to be commercials for that
I've
when I
never
used to watch
watched
Aladdin
it.
and Gargoyles as a kid on WB11.
Oh.
I will Google that
A
afterwards,
slice
I
of
promise.
pizza.
Erica, so remember the tool I asked you to remember? The
the
wireless soldering
Ryobi
iron?
one. Yeah.
Was it a Ryobi?
Yeah.
Ryobi is a total...
Where isn't that one?
I think it's a different one. Okay, remember that.
Oh.
Shane Dawson,
What about Shane Dawson?
recent video. Where would your store location be if not in New York City? In a mountain in Montana. A mountain in the middle of Montana.
Or you have to ski your laptop.
You have to ski to get your laptop to us.
Where would your store be if not in New York?
Let's see what they can do.
New Jersey.
I know like Internet Direct loudspeakers. Have you heard of Ascend Acoustics? Yes. They have a speaker called the CMT340. It's very similar to the Axiom M22. They're not bad. Hi. Did you find Louis Rossmann's balls? Yes, he found my ball.
He did. He did find.
He found
It's
my.
right here.
He found my blue ball. Here, Erica.
What?
Have my blue balls.
You want me to drop it? You want me to?
Don't drop my
You want me
blue
to
ball,
crush it?
please. Crush my blue balls.
It looks pretty battle hardened. I can't break it.
Poor thing is eating some shit.
What's up with all the pickles, says Dane.
Kind Eli, the computer guy, sends over
Everybody
many,
say
many
thank
pickles.
you to Eli, the computer guy.
Thank you, Eli.
Thank you, Eli.
Is it possible you to replace a screen on a 2018 MacBook Pro with a T2 chip without having to make Apple authorize people do it? The question is not, is a T2 chip the issue? The question is, where the hell am I going to get the LCD at a reasonable price? That's the issue. The issue is not the T2 chip. The issue is even just finding the screen at a fucking reasonable price. Thank you for the $5, though. Transferring files with a USB cable has been common knowledge since before standard USB connectors on phones were a thing. Facepalms is produce
No, see,
risk.
I seriously didn't know that. See, I know like you could use like a flash drive and use that, but I didn't think like you put one side into your computer and you put the other side into your phone. I thought it was just you put one side into the charger and you plug it into the outlet and the other side.
I'll be honest, I wanted to toss her off a cliff when she told me that.
But you know what? I mean,
I
another my
really-
coworker like attested. They're like, yeah, you know, we didn't know that either.
No, I wanted to toss your coworker off a cliff when I
What?
heard that as well.
It's like, see?
That hurt my heart and my soul. Thanks to your videos, I was able to start repairing component level on retro computers and make enough extra for my fiance to quit her part-time job. I appreciate all your help with the new store. See, that's awesome. Thanks to your videos, I was able to make enough extra for my fiance to quit her shitty part-time job. That's fucking awesome. That's what this is about. Thank you very much to Obraxis for the $5. Can we have a stream of her trying to replace her battery while you laugh? Jacob Osler for $5. That would be excellent. We should just have a list of me watching you do techie things and laughing. I think that would be funny. That would be an excellent piece of
You
video
guys really
content.
want to see me replace my battery by myself? It's not going to look as
Blaine
smooth.
says, my boyfriend is real depressed, and I kind of want to send him your video on depression, but I feel like it might just make him resent me for calling him out. What do you think? Should I send it? Absolutely. If you can't have a conversation with your boyfriend about something that you think is an issue, then that's a problem in the relationship, and that's only something that's going to snowball. If there's
And-
anything I've learned in the problems that it's not to wait for problems to snowball.
And the other thing too is that, you know, your boyfriend, I know you care for him a lot. You want to help elevate him. You want him to be a better person. You want him to have a better life. So you should have that conversation with him.
We need a Rossmann Group Team Fortress 2 battle. Darren says kiss her properly. I can't. She's afraid that her boyfriend will see if I do that.
What?
Is she aware that there are USB drives that go from micro to A, so you can plug the drive into your phone, save stuff, then plug it into the computer?
No, I did not know that. But I did. Okay, you want to know another dumb thing I've done? Okay, so I was looking for a Samsung USB charger. And I went ahead and I needed a micro USB. And I just looked up Samsung USB, so I thought anyone would work. And I got the USB-C, which didn't
Any
fit
special travel
at all.
destinations? I don't like Disney as a company, but I have some of the very few memories I had that were good as a kid were in Disney World, so I'd like to go back to Disney World again.
You want to go to Disney?
Yes, we had a company trip
Yeah.
to Disney World in 2014. So I remember everybody said, so what would you I don't think we can get to $60,000 a month. What would you do if you get to $60,000 a month? Well, if we get to $60,000 of repair a month, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take every single one of you here to Disney World on a nice flight. I'm going to pay for your flight. I'm going to pay for you to stay at a nice Port Orleans hotel, and I'm going to pay to take you to all the parks. That was a joke. The same.
If we double that.
We already did. But that's the thing. Grease for Elmore's Queens. What is your least favorite New York City subway line? Oh, that's a hard one. I think the F. The F. They're all so shit. They're all shit. Every last fucking one.
Oh no.
The 1,
Let's
2,
see.
3.
Oh, the A and the E is not bad. The 2 and the 3 are not bad. They come regularly.
I guess my phone must
The
have
L
died.
the L fucks up constantly and is the one that's the most ridiculously overcrowded of them all. The F doesn't work. The R is just stops every five steps, so I don't like that one. That's the thing, like there was a bet that I made with Paul. F you, says Susie Rotten Crotch. F you and your rotten crotch too, Susie. So here we see Paul. I gave Paul a flip phone to fix. They're from about 10 or 11 years ago. Paul didn't want to fix it, so I said, if you fix it, I will buy you a bike that's just like mine. I will buy you the motor, I'll buy you the battery, I'll buy you the gear to put it together, and I'll let you assemble it on company time.
'Kay.
If you fix the board on camera with no proper donors, no schematics, no board views in one stream. That was a troll. Now, Paul has a Nishiki Colorado comp with a BBS HD and a nice
Bike that's
battery.
more polished than yours.
Yeah. That was a bet. The Ascend Sierra 2EX with a real ribbon and amazing midwoofer would blow any Axiom Audio Ian Colquhoun design. Dave for Brent is 10 times the speaker designer Ian is. I don't use Axiom anymore for most things. I have a set of M60s at the store, but I like the Vandersteen 3A signature. I like that. I got it for about $1,800, and it's so worth it. They're amazing. You two are adorable together. Thank you, Nate. That's a bit of cash for the contractor. Maybe you can get a half fist.
That's an old one.
One, wait for it.
Teklu said, teach her how to use a Zalmao.
Who wants to learn how to use his own?
Teklu said, teach me how to use a Zalmao. Ah, yeah, me.
All right, Erica's the new operator.
I like Eric as the Zalmo operator.
What?
You operate the Zalmo, girl.
What?
Yes.
I answered
There's
the thoughts on Andrew
there's
Yang.
a big learning curve.
My thoughts on Andrew Yang is that he makes me want to throw salt in Chuck Todd's eyeballs. Not that I would ever advise somebody do that. But just watching that Andrew Yang Chuck Todd interview, oh my God. Why the fuck do people watch MSNBC? Why? When are people going to realize that televised news is mostly propaganda at this point? Just like watch that Chuck Todd MSNBC interview with Andrew Yang, and you tell me that that's a news network and not propaganda. GoPro is the Apple of cameras. Yes, they are, if not worse.
That's really old.
That is.
That is really old.
Please remove Zalmo. I said that 20 minutes ago. I will go back to New York if you hire me, says Erickson Veras.
And the donation.
Yeah, I wish I had timestamps because that way you could tell easily if it's old or new. That would be
Hi,
nice.
I figured that out. How to get timestamps in the donations when they come up.
Well, he's not letting me touch the Streamlabs account, so...
Later, not now.
Hello from France. Thank you for the quality content. Thank you, Hard CPP, for your euro.
What's wrong with Macbook?
Fan spin.
No fan spin.
Fan spin. There's lots of damage around us.
Oh.
Have you ever relied upon Pink Sinner's opinion upon diagnostics of your neighbor? My
What
neighbor? I don't get it.
I don't get it either.
My favorite donation, or my favorite comment in this whole thing is that I was able to successfully rebrand Paul Daniels as effing Paul Daniels. Up to 6 successful board repaired out. How common is destroyed 6.8 volt Xeno diode on 15 MacBook Air? Waiting for replacement. It's likely to be out of damage.
15-inch MacBook Air.
No, I think he means 2015 MacBook
Yeah,
Air.
2015.
So I think he's talking about the PP3B42 diode.
Oh. Yeah, that happens.
What are you doing, girl?
You were yawning.
Yes.
Yeah, people don't need to see, your molars and everything. Oh my god.
Good luck with your new building, says Christopher Parker for $2. Thank you.
I need to do my job.
Stop doing your job.
I need to do my job.
Stop. What do you think / call yourself? Why do you think / call yourself an asshole, POS, but all you ask of people is to use their brain? I like how you want people to think for themselves. I would like to see that as well. One of the things that I found, one of the meanest things that you can do is ask somebody to live up to a standard that they're not able to live up to. So if I have an expectation of somebody, and they're not able to live up to it, and I know they're not able to live up to it, but I ask them to live up to it anyway, that's, in my opinion, cruel. And I do that on a regular basis. I'll continue, I'll try and help. I'll do as much as I can to impart it onto them, but I'm asking them to live up to a standard that is unlivable, and that's kind of mean. That's cruel. It would be like if my Wing Chun instructor expected me to live up to his standards after, a few months. Like, it's mean. He'd fucking decimate me. I'd be in pieces. I'd be in a donor parts bag. I'd be a donor board. But like, what do you think of the new Surface laptop and the decision to make it modular and repairable? I think that's really awesome. He does his job fine, minimum wage cash job. He was yelled at for leaning on the counter slightly, and I was told to shut up and send home when I tried to defend him. I probably picked the wrong fight, to be fair. Fuck that boss, fuck that business, fuck that job, and fuck that company. Because at that company, they saw fit at some point in time to hire somebody who is that much of a cunt. Seriously. Like, fuck them all. Fuck them in their faces, fuck them in their asses, fuck them everywhere.
Okay, we got it.
Auto Evidence Bot funded $5. Thoughts on Microsoft's change to repairability of the new Surface Book? I think it's really cool. And I don't know if the Surface itself is any good, but at the very least the philosophy is there. Or if not the philosophy, at the very least, even if they don't agree with it, they're at least willing to advertise it, which is more than any other companies want to do. At least they're pretending to care.
That's a repeat too.
I know. They're all repeats. It's like a rerun episode of Seinfeld. Do you still have that food, girl?
Yeah,
That
it's
thing in
inside
the
the fridge. You want me, girl? There's food in the fridge.
So hungry. God bless you.
Okay. Can you move?
Please remove Zalmao, said Anel. Nope. The Zalmao is going to be at your desk. I told you I'd give you... Listen, you got off. You got full pay while you're recovering, and all that's fine and dandy. But when you come back, you're operating a Zalmao, and you're working on a stack of missing PM Sleep S5L. Everything has a cost, my friend. Tell us how you met. Yes. I think I answered that one.
About us when he's a millionaire.
Yeah, when you're a millionaire, you better not buy my building and enact the fucking demolition clause. Wouldn't that be a funny story arc? Like, Anel gets too many PM Sleep S5L boards. Anel buys the building out from right after I lease it. Anel enacts the demolition clause. Lewis has to work outside. Lewis goes bankrupt. Rip Lewis. What's your thoughts on the Surface Duo?
Now has a swimming pool full of
The repairability thing is cool. The Galaxy Fold, that's a total fucking... That's a fucking gimmick. It's an overpriced gimmick. Who the fuck needs a folding phone?
Probably should.
Who asked for it? Who wanted it? Who thinks it's a good idea? Are you doing your job?
I'm doing my job.
How dare you? Especially when Dan tries to use bubble wrap.
It didn't work. Damn it. This probably has a problem with the audio IC.
Lewis practices Wing Chun? No. I practice Wing Chun the way a genius bar fixes boards. I suck. I'm like 8 or 9 lessons in. I fucking suck. MacBook Pro 2016 15-inch fan winds up. I think I answered that one a half hour ago.
Oh God.
I'm watching Alan the Broker's content. Decent. Awesome.
It did work.
Shout out to Ava's on 8th Street and 5th Avenue for making some amazing food, by the way.
Fast.
Heard you met with Rich Rebuilds. How was it? That was sad for a different reason than you think. I would have wanted to do a video with him, but there were so many people in the store when he showed up that there was no room for him to even sit down. I had no room. We were standing and talking, and within the 1 minute we were talking, 3 times we had to move where we were just so people could get by. And it was really fucking sad because he's a good dude. He's a smart guy. He's humble. It sounds like he knows how to run a business. It sounds like he's trying to do good for the world. And I couldn't do a damn thing on YouTube with him because no space. That's something I'd really like to fix in the new store. Have an actual nice, real office for it. Would you ever open a franchise in upstate? I think I answered that one.
Yeah, you did answer that.
Yeah, Rich Rebuilds is a good dude.
Oh, thanks, Trevor. Oh, you need napkin? I get you napkin. Oh, wait, I think there's napkins in there, right?
There's a receipt. Thank you. Have you ever tried to duct tape high to the wall?
Not yet.
That sounds a little BDSM.
Duct tape them to the ceiling.
Duct tape him to the ceiling.
Yes.
I think you have too much faith in that duct tape.
I've never tried to duct tape high to a wall.
Have you ever seen the duct tape episode of Mythbusters?
No.
Absolutely amazing.
I do hope that Hi one day meets a suitable female that wants to duct tape him to a wall. That has little syringes next to him like Paul's. And keep up the good work. Love what you're doing. Thank you very much to Andy. That's a ranchero wrap from Ava's. Very good. As a certified auto repair tech for 30 years, I love fixing stuff. I absolutely love your style and can't stop watching and learning. That's awesome. So, should we open a Tesla repair shop now that the new place has a loading dock? I'll leave it up to Scott. And thank you very much for the 25 Canadian. Oh, well, thank you. Appreciate your sincerity. Thank you, Jerome. With the Free Software Foundation mess, recently I lost trust in the new project, despite Stallman remaining head nuisance, so I'm in the process of switching everything back to OpenBSD and NetBSD. I haven't heard about that or followed any of that. Erica, please plug back in.
I know.
Lewis, I
didn't
own a
want-
Korg Trinity
I didn't
keyboard
want
with
you
an
guys
Apple
to be
II inside
static.
that doesn't power on, and I'd like to get it repaired. What do you suggest? If you have a Korg Trinity keyboard with an Apple II inside that doesn't power on, send it to 186 First Avenue, New York, 10009. Attention, Paul!
Someone say attention, Paul.
Attention, Paul.
Hey, Lewis.
Paul will fix it. Apple II?
You got a little
Let's do it. Let's fix it. Fuck it. Send it here. Send it here.
Go to-
Paul will do it, and
go
he'll
to-
fix it on live stream using the schematics and spare parts that we have available from...
Nowhere.
Where do we get schematics? Where do we get spare parts?
Schematics, google.com.
We can't even find an ISO 6258 for a 2009. How the fuck are we going to find anything for an Apple II?
I found some of them like about a year ago.
Any advice on getting a job in laptop board repair? See if there's a demand for it in your area. That's really what it comes down to. Are there places that do that in your area? Is there a demand for it in your area? Are the places in your area that do it actually good at their job? Alan's latest video is really good. He is really a good professional. I agree. And thanks for the educational videos. But my quick
Yeah, I
highlight.
think
That's
that's
3
old.
times.
That's
It keeps
old.
posting it. But yeah, Alan's doing a really good job. And one of the things that I'm honored to be able to do when I find people that actually do their job properly is I want to be able to use this platform to promote the few people in garbage industries that actually do their job really, really well. And if everybody did their job the way Alan did his job, that industry wouldn't be that industry wouldn't be what it is.
Mm-hmm.
But they don't. And I'd love to see more people like Alan make money. I'd love to see more people like Alan in that industry. Damn, the looks you give each other are absolutely electrifying. Please use static protection when near electronic components. Bad dad joke.
Yeah.
Thank you for your ass, Ultra Noob. What's that? No, thank you. Look, somebody donated ass.
That's Australian vibe, right?
Ass.
No.
Stallman is gone. GPL is cancer. BSDX11 MIT for the win, says Paul Daniels. Greetings from Elmhurst, Queens. What is your least favorite New York? That's a repeat?
Yeah, that's a repeat.
State of
yeah.
cryptocurrency. Bitcoin. Opinions. Mr. Triggered Rossman's. I think that the main coins have held their value decently after the crash. All the shit coins that, if you're an idiot like me and you bought into the shit coins, you're never seeing your money back. If you bought 99% of those shit coins that are not either like Litecoin, Ethereum, or Bitcoin, you're probably not getting your money back or anything close to it. I run a small game host called Torch Node. We've been open for a year. Things are starting to slow down, but we had to cut funding, so we cut ads, but then sales dropped, so I decided to reinvest in the ads even though we can't afford it. Any advice? Lewis, I know you don't like internet direct loud. Okay, the bottom one I already answered, so let's focus on the top one. So, yeah, this is what we call a death spiral. So what you're going to have to do is not cut. So here's the thing. You have less business, right? It's slowing down. So you don't have as much money, but that means you have more time. So if you have more time, that means you have more time to put up flyers, more time to post on forums, more time to be helpful, more time to put up videos. Because the thing is, if you are slowing down, you have a different type of currency. CA 232 is not RS 232, but thank you very much, Glass Monster. You have time, so you have to figure out how to leverage the fact that you have time. Don't see it as business is slowing down, I'm poor. See it as business is slowing down. Wow, look at all those things I was talking about doing that I didn't have time to do that now I can do to help my business. I almost want to move to New York and be your next border pair tech to have you as an employer. No, working here is terrible. It's almost as bad as dating me. Currently IT support and software developer. Greetings from KCMO. Greetings from Elmhurst, Queens. What's your lead? It just keeps reposting that.
It does.
I mean, it's good, but it's bad.
You know, because so that way people know exactly who he is, and they know exactly who. Where's my tag?
Just in case somebody would accidentally call me Erica.
Yeah, you know. In case someone calls.
For duct tape, David Stahl. Somebody donated $20 to duct tape high to the wall.
Should I buy duct tape?
Where
Should we
we're
duct tape
gonna
high
duct
to the
tape
wall?
I think we should duct tape high to this.
That sounds really BDSM-y and kind of creepy. Though, doesn't the new store have that Game of Thrones BDSM kind of door in the back office?
It does.
You have a place to lock high.
Yes.
New store, duct tape him.
That we answered. Erica answered, and I believe I answered as well. Yes, as a current Tesla owner, absolutely. They will be the new MacBook. LOL, I hope not, but sure it'll be interesting, says Scott. Scott is a 25, 30-year auto mechanic, and he thinks it would be awesome if we fix Tesla since we have a loading dock now.
That sounds absolutely terrible.
Let's fix Teslas, Paul.
Nope.
I'm going to put it on the website.
Nope. I will remove it from website.
Can we fix up?
I'll make a new website.
I'll remove it from website.
I'm going to register Paul S. Fixes Teslas at 186firstavenue.com right now.
I think we won't be at 186 First Avenue anymore.
Paul will personally pay for the fucking lease for the new place and that architect if it just means he doesn't have to fix it. But you...
There's no, you can't fix a Tesla.
Yes, you can. You
I
get a
already
donor
showed
Tesla.
You can't get parts. There are no parts.
You can't get parts from Rock Auto, but does Apple.com have parts for a MacBook? No, you have to go somewhere else. You get a donor Mac.
Here's the thing. Rock Auto lists all parts that are in known existence for any car. Whether or not it's in stock or not, they have the part numbers. There are no part numbers for Tesla.
That's because you need to get a donor Tesla.
That's
Donor Tesla.
If Rich Rebuilds does it, then so can we.
so
Wait, how
buy
big is-
one new Tesla? We could fix like 3 or 4 old Teslas.
Wait,
like
how
this.
big is Rich Rebuild space compared to this one?
If Rich Rebuilds can fix a Tesla, then I bet Paul S. can fix a Tesla. I believe in Paul S.
I believe in Paul too.
I believe in Paul's desire to re-enter the car repair game.
I never want to bust a knuckle open on a wrench ever again.
Oh.
Hello from Belgium. Love your videos, says Rudy Jetman.
should
I gotta
be-
say, I'm really interested in the fact that there was so much crossover in the type of analytical thinking mindset required for being a mechanic to this. Because you jumped into this job and like 2 weeks in, you had 90% of it down already. Like the same analytical thinking mindset that you would use, and also the same, how hard do I have to pull on this fastener, or how little do I have to so it doesn't rip to open this? It really did seem to carry over from auto
It really
repair.
does. Automotive is a good starting place for getting to know troubleshooting.
And your natural auto mechanic's fear of Tesla is very similar to the MacBook repair person's fear of iPad.
Yes.
For Erica to reball an SMC, Art E funded $2.
Reball and SMC.
How much does Staten Island suck? A lot. I grew up there for 17 years. It's pretty awful.
We should go to Staten Island.
Fuck no.
Are we gonna go to Until's house?
Here's an SMC.
Uh-oh.
There's an SMC. There's the reball jig over here somewhere.
This little thing.
It's over there.
You gonna reball SMC on camera?
Oh my goodness.
I give you cupcake if you reball
What?
SMC on camera. Would you like
Wait,
cupcake?
show me this thing.
You two are adorable together, says Nate Barrow.
This thing
Thank
is
you.
so tiny. You know, I've seen you guys do it, but I didn't realize this thing was like this small. I thought it was like much bigger.
Okay,
I thought it was like 5 times bigger.
ready to b-ball an SMC?
Ah,
Hey, you're gonna learn how to solder. It's gonna
What?
be great.
right now?
I'm not maintaining that MacBook when it dies again.
What?
You're gonna have to know how to do this. I will fix every MacBook in the world, but not yours.
Cry.
You send Acoustic Sierra. I read that one. Why does it keep reposting things I already read? Do it. Make her do it, says Will Loves Bears.
How about this? Let's do it for our next live stream.
Next live stream, you reball an SMC on your own MacBook.
No, not on my own MacBook.
On your own MacBook.
No.
It's gonna need it by
See
then.
off and reball it.
You have an 820-3209. It's about time for that SMC to die at this point.
It hasn't died yet.
It's going to. It's going to, girl. It's a Mac.
3209. She's got a 2011.
2012. 2011 is 820-3023.
I have a 2012 MacBook Air, 13-inch.
I have a 2011.
I should probably go back and see how many comments have been eaten or comments that I didn't read. Let's see. Can I have my own channel now? Says Porio. Wait a second. It says Platform ID JP. So every time somebody has been giving $1, that wasn't actually Oreo. That was JP.
Dang,
I thought it was
I thought it was
Oreo.
Oreo with your credit card.
I really want to see her replace her battery. It would be a real confidence boost for newbies to see an amateur succeed. Her
No, I've
errors
actually
at home.
replaced that battery before.
Where'd you buy it from?
eBay.
You bought your battery for your MacBook from
I
eBay?
did. Yeah, I didn't know where else to buy it. So I bought one of those like genuine MacBook batteries.
Elon and Scott says, Paul, you must fix Teslas. I'm coming for you, Paul. Listen to me, Paul. Paul, someone's coming for you. BlackBerry needs a bed in the new store window. I would be afraid of somebody potentially stealing BlackBerry. Elon and Scott says, Paul, you must fix Teslas. I'm coming for you, Paul.
No.
Fix your live stream comments live on stream.
Yeah.
How do you fix a comment?
I don't know.
Do you take a screwdriver to it?
Hey,
Do you solder it?
JP.
Will new store have a dedicated Nerf dart arena?
It's going to have a dedicated drone course.
It depends on funding. Funding will determine these things.
FPV drone course only needs about 10 hula hoops and some LEDs.
Okay, you guys want to know a funny story too? So I tried to fix my own computer, and sometimes it worked, sometimes it didn't work. You know what the stupidest thing I've ever done? Okay, so me and a family member, I had a broken iMac, and then the graphics card didn't work. So my family member told me, "Oh, Erica, I watched on YouTube. They said how to fix it." I said, "Okay, well, what's the fix?" And they said, "You just got to go ahead and put it in the oven." And I said, "Wait, what?" And they said, "Yeah, you just bake it." So we took it out. Yeah, we took it out.
Oh my god.
We got
Linus.
we got the
I'm fucking dating Linus. I'm fucking dating Linus.
we got the thermal paste. You know, took everything out, put it in the oven, baked it, put it back, and guess what? It didn't work. It didn't work, and now the computer's even worse, and we lost a couple screws. So, yeah. So I tried my own fix, and I don't know who said it. I really don't know, but the bright idea was to go ahead and bake the graphics card. So I have a 2011 iMac that doesn't work at home.
Now I'm gonna rise from the dead like Jeffrey Epstein. Hey, where'd my ball go?
I don't know. Where did your...
Damn, I came back without my
oh,
balls.
there's your ball.
Which is
Under
actually
there.
surprisingly appropriate for Jeffrey Epstein. Get on up, get on up, get up, get on up, and dance! I'm gonna become rich when I come up with a device that allows you to punch people over the face over the internet. Would you teach on how to do board repair for beginners online? Yes. That's why I have about 600 or 700 board repair videos online, categorized on boards.rossmanngroup.com. Freely available, no advertisements, with better codec and quality than what you see on YouTube. They're organized by problem type. They're also organized by board type. So just in case at some point in time YouTube ever gets rid of my content, it's right there on boards.rossmanngroup.com, hosted by a website that I actually pay for. Erica's Tech Tips. No tech
It would be
tips.
more like Erica's fail tips.
Erica's Just a Tip. As a certified auto repair shop, I love fixing stuff. I absolutely love your style and can't stop watching and learning, says Scott for 25. Thank you very much. Why answer my call, Lewis? Because there's 3,000 of you all talking at the same time.
Wait, how many people are watching right now? Let's see.
Someone should open in this window. No, I
Death by
I really
tabs.
need to get a fucking dedicated second monitor for this. 2,300.
Look, it went
Oh yeah, we
down.
lost because I cut off the stream.
Yeah.
Look at the comment speed, Erica. Look at that. 81 messages a minute. Look at that. 81 fucking messages a minute. Look at that. Paul, look at the comments. Read that. Read. I dare you.
F.
It's impossible.
No, this is old. These are old. Some of these are old.
That's why I have the window open separately, because I can't read this in real time. It's impossible. Any plans for waiting area in a new space? The thing is, if you have a waiting area, then more customers will ask you if you can do the repair while they wait, rather than leave it so that you can actually fix it properly. So you want to make the waiting area as small as uncomfortable as possible to discourage people from looking over your shoulder. What do you think, Paul?
No,
This-
we'll have wooden benches for somebody to sit down and.
Uncomfortable wooden benches?
Yes. But there will be benches for you to put your bag down and sit down for a minute.
A bag down?
Yeah.
Oh, then they're going to settle in. No settling in.
There's not going to be like chargers or anything like that. But
We have to have some sort of tone playing in the
Hey,
background.
is your
Like
mic
some
working?
really loud 16 kilohertz tone that
It's
makes people
pretty
feel
much going to
uncomfortable.
Is your mic working?
one chair per person
Test.
you would talk
Yes.
to.
Yeah, okay.
So once you're done talking to the person, you get up and leave.
Thank
Stallman
you.
is gone. GPL is cancer, says Paul Daniels. That's not very nice, Mr. Paul Daniels. Fix the comment section. I cannot fix a comment section. A comment section cannot be soldered. A comment section cannot be screwdrived. A comment section cannot be component level repaired. It is a comment section.
You should have put it. You know what? Okay. DK.
Careful, Lewis. Talking about Epstein got Stallman.
I
canceled
actually
by the
put
check.
my laptop in rice too before. I did.
Get the fuck out of
You
my
know
store.
what? And it didn't do anything because it still had corrosion. I even tried tenting it. You know, they said put it in tent, so I had my little rice pot and I put it in like a tent, and I kept it there for like 2-3 days.
What
and
did you do?
I prayed to my little temple.
What did you do?
When I got water damage on my Mac, they said to tent it and put in rice. So I put in a big rice pot and I had it like a little V, and I prayed for 3 days.
Get the fuck out of my store. We are closed. Get the fuck out of my store. We are closed. Get the fuck out.
It did not work.
We are closed. Get the fuck out of my store. We are closed. We are closed. We are closed. We are closed.
That's great. Now get the fuck out of here.
Get the fuck out of my store. We are closed. Get the fuck out of my store. We are closed.
Why is it looping?
Yeah, why is it looping?
Yep.
Did Paul Daniels make this?
As a current Tesla owner, absolutely. They will be the new MacBook. Erica, you should have put it in rice. That would have fixed it.
I know, I did put in rice.
Just keep breaking my heart, girl. Just keep breaking my heart.
I tried to repair my own computer. You know, we don't have any independent repair places in Hawaii. We only had Apple certified and Apple stores. So I tried my best with rice.
John DeCumo says, for Erica, it was nice knowing you. It's too bad that Lewis is breaking up with you after this live stream. I almost want... Let's see, I read that one. Okay, so back to the point where I was going to read what I potentially missed before Erica said something that caused me to... Can I have my own channel now for Porio? I really want to see her replace the battery. Let's see.
Oh my goodness! Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Look at the first donation.
I sent Ericat donuts. It should be there in 30 minutes.
Aw,
Thank you,
thank
JP.
you. Oh, wait, hold on. Oh, scroll. Yeah, I can't read that fast. Oh.
What was Erica's camgirl stream name again? Asking
Louis
for a friend.
Rossmann. Louis Rossmann.
Definitely not Hawkeyes. For duct tape.
Yeah, that's the old one.
One of the mics is a bad connection. I know. I just haven't had time to fix it. We replaced the plug on it, and it's still fucked up.
Oreo gets the most cuddles.
Trump talked a big pee-pee bus, but when it came time for the poo-poo bus, he took no action or flux. Thank you to Kim Lake.
You know, I did find the perfect location if he did want to have a franchise store in Hawaii. But,
Darren said kiss her properly.
didn't go through.
She wouldn't let me kiss her properly.
Not on camera. What?
What do you think the 1 million subscriber video is going to be?
You kissing Oreo?
I made a promise to my live stream subscribers 3.5 years ago.
What was your promise?
They know what it is.
Does anyone remember what his live stream promise to his subscribers 3.5 years ago was? Does anyone remember? Because I don't think anyone remembers.
They remember.
I think
The North remembers.
the North.
So,
Oreo is very spoiled.
Ryobi.
Actually.
Yeah, it was Ryobi. You're right, girl.
I told
Ryobi
you.
1 cordless soldering iron. I know. You're right. I was wrong.
Because they make drills.
Have a good weekend.
See you later, Paul.
See
Thanks
you.
for everything.
See ya.
Your jacket looks so warm.
Camille and Hannah should be in tomorrow to cover.
Good. I'm going to Comic-Con.
Ooh,
Enjoy
Comic-Con. Ooh.
Found your channel a few months ago.
See
Browsing
you. Get there safely.
That comment has showed up on screen a good like 5 or 10 times at this point.
I know. Okay, no, tell me mine of Gemini. What is it? I think you've seen all of this.
No, there's another list.
There's another list.
Because people can donate on Twitch. There's a different link for that.
Oh, okay. Let's go through that one because we've gone through everything here. See ya. And there was something that we missed. What was Eric?
was
Oh yeah, that's old one.
What was Erica's camgirl
Louis Rossmann.
stream name again? Pornhub.com/rice. Try this with your scope. I cannot click that because that is on Open Broadcaster. I'm so sorry. I'm never going to remember to look that up. I'm really sorry. Email it to me at lewis@rossmangroup.com and I will happily click it. But unfortunately, I cannot click that because that is... I'm not going to be able to type it in time. I'm sorry. Fix your live stream comments live on stream. I cannot fix live stream comments. The comments are comments. They cannot be fixed. They can be read. They can be ignored. They can be replied to.
Yeah, I think you got everything.
Okay, now we got to go through the other one. There's 3 places. You can donate on this Twitch, you can donate on YouTube, you can donate on Stream Apps.
Oh.
There's 3 different-
I
There's
didn't
there's
know
3
that.
lists.
Yeah.
All right, let's talk through this list. So,
Okay.
analytics. Elon and Scott says Paul must fix Teslas. Paul just ran away.
He ran. He's going to Comic-Con tomorrow.
Try this with your scope.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I can actually open this in a new window. I'm
Yeah.
gonna bookmark this. Bookmark this link. Erica, please plug back in. Okay. I run a small game host called Twitch. Oh, yeah, okay, I answered that one.
Yeah, you've seen this.
It's also you to replace a screen. I answered that one. The guy with the advertising, answered that one. Get up, gonna.
Yeah, that's an old one.
If only I could find a way to punch somebody over the in the face over the internet. I wish I could punch someone on the face over the internet. You don't get. Did you ever read bash.org, Eric? That was one of the. That was the top-rated comment on bash.org. That's the other end of the joke.
What is bash.org?
I'll show you later, girl. You're so innocent.
I'm not like you.
What's that supposed to mean?
Huh? Oh, you want to know something funny too? Okay, so I went over to the laundromat, right, to drop off laundry. And there's this woman that always works here. So I was like, and she just had the most straight face ever. And, and she's seen me a few times before. She knows who I am, but it made me guess, like, does she have like a twin sister or something? But it turns out that I didn't know this. In New York, people aren't as friendly as they are in Hawaii. So in Hawaii, like, if we recognize each other, we're like, hey, or, sometimes you get hugs and things like that. But in New York, I think you just kind of keep to yourself, which is so strange to me. We're like, we're very warm and friendly.
Erica is the new employee,
City.
Mr. Kopass. Okay. I'm just going to read through these and see if I missed any here, and after that, it's time to go. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. Thanks to your propaganda campaign, I'm effing Paul. That's the best of the evening. I've rebranded Paul Daniels, the programmer, to effing Paul.
By the way, how many of you guys checked out the Kitty stream today? I'm curious. Because I noticed a number of people, they don't know about the live random channel.
There is another channel.
Yeah.
What's this?
Will you fix something like that?
Let's get the microscope camera on. What is this?
It's a bit hot.
That's fine.
Ooh, let's see what this is. Thank you, JP.
I sent Eric cat donuts.
I gotta go ahead and get a donut. I love donuts. I love carbs. All
Okay, we're
carbs
gonna
are
have a
happy
vote.
Carbs.
Are you all ready for a vote? Who
'Kay.
votes that the new guy has to fix this before he gets his paycheck?
Ooh.
No? Fine. No camera for new guy. Here.
That looks ugly.
This is new guy. See, new guy? Thanks to Erica for putting up with us, and as always, I hope you've learned. Awesome. At what point did you know it was time to move your apartment to a storefront? Okay, I should answer that one before I go. I'll answer that while you got to look at this beautiful iPhone.
Ooh.
Erica, every time you think iPhone, I want you to think about this. Okay?
Okay, I will condition it. Every time I think iPhone, I will think you can fix it.
No, you're going to think that he can fix it. Look to your right. See that man over there? Do you see that man over there?
I do.
Because that's the one that's going to be doing it.
Why not you?
Well, fuck that. God damn it. I can't.
look at that.
There's too many to answer it one at a time. Okay.
Have high sing.
Okay, that's it. Thank you very much, Glass Monster.
Can you switch to that one?
To what?
To that camera?
Hi, sing.
Thank you for the money, though.
That's not nice.
Thank you, Beagle Son, for watching the Oreo
Okay,
stream.
how
I
did
hope
it-
Oreo popped up.
Okay.
Hi.
Fix.
That's where the backlight.
So- You move from it. So when I was working out of an apartment, I was not actually doing all the work out of my apartment. In fact, I think I had maybe I had two people meet me in my apartment in the 3 years that I was an apartment-based business. I met my customers. Now, you open a store when this happens. When you have one person who wants the 1 o'clock, if you have 5 customers and every single one of them wants the same time slot and you find out that you're not able to work anywhere else, that is when you have that's when you need a space. You need a space where they can all meet you, and you need a space that's conveniently located. So for me, I was out at the ends of the Canarsie. I was at the ends of the L train. It was a 14-block walk when you got off at the Rockaway Parkway stop in the L train. That's a dead end for business, literally a dead end. So I got a store. My wife would never shut up. I fed her a bunch of dried rice. You need to feed her pickles. If you feed her Eli's pickles. But thank you for the $5, Deep.
You guys should make a pickle factory.
You're gonna move once you have so much business in one space that you can't fit it. So let's say this is a great analogy here is let's say you're a recording engineer and you're debating whether to open your own studio. You don't open a studio and expect the business to come. That's what everybody who goes out of business does. What you would want to do is once you have so many people showing up, so many people wanting to book time with you that you cannot deal with the freelance studios anymore. What's a twinkle tush?
What's a twinkle tush?
I appreciate the $1.99, but what's a twinkle tush? Once you have so many people showing up that is wanting to book time with you, and let's say you book at Avatar or Electric Lady or whatever, and
Trying to think what
you know
twinkle
you
tush
have
is.
so many people that want so much time from you that the studio can't accommodate you. That's when you open your own facility. You don't open your own facility just because you want to make beats and have people show up and you think that the business is going to show up afterwards. You open once you have so much business that you can't fit it into the locations you're working in. Or for me, the time frame. I can't do a house call in Pelham, Coney Island, Jamaica, Queens, Midtown Manhattan, Staten Island, all between the hours of 3 and 5. But if I am in Midtown Manhattan on 30th Street and 8th Avenue like I used to be, I could tell everybody, listen, I'm 2 blocks from Penn Station. Meet me here at this time, and I'll fix your stuff in 20 minutes at a better price than anybody in the area. And it'll be a good job. Then that works. So you open once you are overflowing with business. You don't open and then hope the business comes. If you think the business is going to come because you open, big mistake that many people make because they think, I don't want to be seen as a not real business. How dare I be viewed as a not real business? Hello, Erica.
Hello.
I have no idea. And thank you, Preston. I appreciate the $5. Unfortunately, I have no idea.
Hey, go back to the one where we can see the comments because I want to know what the twinkle tush was. I'm so curious. What is twinkle tush? Yeah, we're not at home right now, so we can't fix the Oreo stream. I think maybe my phone died, even though I plugged it in, because it's not an iPhone.
I tried to get to the end of the questions, Scott, but I think we finally got to the end of the questions. So that's it for today. As always, I hope you learned something. If any of your questions have been missed, please email hi@rossmanngroup.com. That is hi@rossmanngroup.com. He will bother me in Discord, and then I will eventually answer them in a later video. That's it. I got to get going. It's been fun. See you in the next one.
See ya. Thank you for the donuts.